Welcome in, everybody. I don't know what the heck happened there, but we are finally live. Busy day, folks. Went back and forth, did a lot of things, and then we had some issues all of a sudden with the internet. Of course, this stream is always brought to you by CenturyLink. Not a sponsor, but goddamn, they're the worst internet that I can think of. Even when you're wired in, somehow it finds a way to screw up. But some of our teams here in the SSSL don't find ways to screw up. They find ways to win. And last night was an example of that for the Waluigi Spitballs, who play in our first game of the night. You see how I did that transition there? See how smooth that was? I liked it. I didn't mind it too bad. They beat the Peach Monarchs yesterday 5-2 in a bit of a grit-out type game in the Garden. And they faced the Yoshi Eggs here in Wario City in our first matchup of the night. Speaking of the Yoshi Eggs, they've won 2 in a row. After beating Luigi Knights and shutting them out thanks to a complete pitching performance, a complete game by Eli. And the Waluigi Spitballs, starting 0-4, have now all of a sudden thrust themselves directly into the race for the last playoff spot. With a lot of the season left to go, they still have a shot at getting to the playoffs. 3-4, and if they win tonight, they'll have won 4 in a row. But somebody's streak is going to come to an end tonight with that game. Before we get going with all the rest of the games and give you an idea of what's going on, Kevin Wagner on YouTube. Hello, it's good to see you. Thanks for coming on back to the SSSL. I'm Alec Rome. And here, if you were here in the last couple nights during game day number 7, here are the 3 stars of game day number 7. First off, last night was absolutely insane at the end of that one. King K. Rool, I neglected to mention last night because I honestly forgot about one of the 4 homers that he had. It was a league first 4-home run game, 12 RBIs, and a 23-4 smacking of the Mario Fireballs. The Mario Fireballs got a little bit of a taste of their own medicine. Malice at Mario Stadium once again. Speaking of Eli, I just told you about the second ever complete game shutout in the SSSL's history. That gives him the 2nd star. Probably could have been in contention for the 1st star. Meanwhile, for Bowser Jr. and the rookies, they were able to win in extras in a tough matchup against the Bowser Monsters, I want to say, on night 1 of game day number 7. He went 4 for 5, got that game-winning single in extras to walk it off and beat them, and improved to 3-4 themselves. An honorable mention amongst plenty of potential honorable mentions from a great game day number 7, Donkey Kong of the DK Wilds, 3 earned runs only allowed and 6 1/3, 3-4 at the plate, and team won its first game against the Diddy Monkeys. And with all those things being said, how does that impact the standings? Well, here you go. The standings after 7 game days and the results down there as a reminder in the bottom right corner. Again, DK winning that one in the Rumble in the Jungle against Diddy. The Diddy Monkeys, while some teams are headed in the right direction towards the top, others are skidding. The Diddy Monkeys have lost 3 in a row. The Bowser Monsters have lost 3 in a row. The Daisy Flowers have lost 2 in a row. All of those teams play tonight because every single goddamn team in this league plays tonight in our sextuple header. It's a 6-pack of baseball action here on Alec Rome Games. Thank you so much for joining us. The Wario Muscles have been doing very well, and Parker's team has continued to trudge on here with a nice win over Daisy on the road, 10-3. Complete performances by 2 of the best pitchers in the league, a great pitching duo in Wario and Yellow Magic Koopa. The Birdo Bows, I don't even think I expected the Birdo Bows to put up 23-4 and put up 23 runs against the Mario Fireballs, but they did, and that catapulted them to 26 run differential and the most, 43 on the run differential. I'm looking at the wrong row, and 2nd place in runs for. That was certainly shocking, and that is exactly what we got. They now, as well, lead the league in team home runs with 21. Right behind them, Mario Fireballs at 14, and the Bowser Monsters, thanks to Bowser's 12, have been hitting a lot of home runs, but you've got a combo King K. Rool and the Critters, and even Birdo getting her first home run last night. Then you down towards the latter part of the table, Luigi Knights drop one of the Yoshi Eggs, who the Yoshi Eggs improved to 2-5. DK Wilds getting their first win, so they hop the Peach Monarchs, who have just been struggling. Peach Monarchs cannot find a way to score and get enough runs to keep winning games. They are basically next to the Eggs, but with one less win at 23 runs for. Waluigi Spitballs, like I said, they're in that 8 spot. We got a really, really interesting battle now going on between the 5 and the 9 spots here. Eli and Parker, owners, good to see you both. I hope you're doing well. I'm so glad that you're here. We got a lot of night of baseball, plenty of stuff to do. I'm going to have to make sure I get some snacks in between all this. But I'm glad. I hope everybody is tucked in for a long one tonight. It's going to be a great one here on the stream. Those are the standings. And that's pretty much that. Now we get focused for our first game of the night. It is the Yoshi Eggs on the road at the Waluigi Spitballs. Both these teams are on the up and up. One has won 2 in a row. The other has won 3 in a row. Waluigi Spitballs, after a little bit of adjusting, Tim's team has gone from 0 and irrelevant to maybe undeniable. They have won 3 in a row, and they have found ways to win against some of the teams in the league, some of the teams towards the bottom half of the league, and they continue to face those teams. And if you can gather that momentum, maybe when you turn back around and start to face towards the top of the table, you'll have that momentum to get the big wins you need to hop everybody and get into a playoff spot. And this would be one step that they could take. They could improve to 4-4 and have a 4-game win streak if they beat the Yoshi Eggs. But hey, the Yoshi Eggs, they played exactly the type of game that they needed to win last night, and it was a game that was very similar to the one the Waluigi Spitballs played at the Garden. The Yoshi Eggs gritted one out with good pitching from Eli, an incredible performance from him, good defense, and some solid analytical baseball, bunting, things like that. They just got it done and did enough to get them across the line and beating the Luigi Knights 3-0 at home. So now they're here on the road at Wario City with a lot more to do and some difficult hitters still to deal with. There really is no off day in this league. As much as you would think that you might get a bit of a reprieve, anything can happen here and anybody can win on any given night. Let's take a look at these lineups so we get these games going. It's going to be a long one. Let's start with the Yoshi Eggs, who have not made a ton of changes after this, after last night. Seemed to work out for them, this certain hitting order, trying to balance things out across the hitting order. Yoshi steps back onto the mound for the start, I think for the first time in 2 games. Eli started game 6 and 7, so Yoshi is back to start on the mound in game number 8. Otherwise, the rest of the lineup, the batting order, happen to be working out. Taking a look maybe at their game log last night, they probably hit a little bit better than what they're used to. Yeah, 10 for 26. Bat 385, so it's about where their average is, and they haven't really improved crazily in their hitting average or their slugging. But like I said, when I talked in the pregame, that was exactly the type of game they needed to play last night against the Knights. It has to be low-scoring, gritty, and defensive, and that's exactly what did it, and that's how they got it done. And they're going to get put to the test tonight, as Eli says in the chat. Everybody's ready to rumble. Make sure you share with everybody, folks. Follow us. Let them know. We got some good baseball on tonight. It's a fun product, man. I really enjoy it. I'm glad you're here. Waluigi Spitballs, meanwhile, again, not a lot of changes for them. The only change is that Tim, because of the 2-game rule, Waluigi pitched the last 2 games to start, and so now it will be Tim to start on the mound. As far as maybe what that might look like, I mean, Waluigi has certainly improved down to a 4 ERA through 21 innings pitched. We'll expect to see him tonight. Tim, this is his 3rd start and only 2 innings pitched, but has allowed 11 runs. So that is just a bit concerning when you think about trying to win this game, and potentially leaves a nice little crack for this team that they could score early and hold on to this one. So like I said, every single matchup on the card tonight, folks, as I take that away, every single card, every single game on this card tonight matters. All of the teams are very close in position to each other. And so the jockeying that happened just a few minutes ago at the Kentucky Derby, the 150th Kentucky Derby in Louisville, the jockeying will continue here as all of these teams are vying for position as we get nearer to the trade deadline. Again, trade deadline is at the start of game day 11, and of course, all-star voting will start for our owners, and we might even include some fans in that too if you're interested. And we will have the all-star game coming up towards the middle of the month. Make sure to follow us on TikTok and subscribe here and all those sorts of things on TikTok at Super Sluggers. That's where we do a lot of announcements, and you'll be able to keep up with when that All-Star game is going to be. Expected to be probably on a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. I think that's where it is on the calendar right now. But like I said, I'll let you know. Make sure to follow us, okay? And make sure you got your popcorn, you got your iced tea or whatever you're drinking, because we got 6 games of baseball. And let's get it rolling here with the first one. The Yoshi Eggs trying to go 3 in a row. Waluigi Spitballs 4 in a row. Somebody's got to lose here in Wario City. As we bring the other mic around and sling it up right there, and I hope you can hear me, we get it started here with Waluigi to lead us off. They are batting first. And let's go here in the SSSL Game Day 8 out of 22. I hope you're doing well tonight. Thanks to the 5 of you already that have joined me across both the platforms. And it starts off with bat and ball joining together for Waluigi and getting him a hit. A not bad performance last time. He's still batting about 360, but that's his 10th hit of the year. Brown Critter will add on to it with a single, so runners on first and second with nobody out in the last game. Nobody hit a home run, but like I said, they were able to still get 10 hits. It might be one of the lowest hit totals for a team to have won this season. Normally we see about 15 plus is the winning total. And Petey Piranha is at the wall, but the babies are there, and Baby Daisy's got it for the first one. Big Rob there. Petey Piranha has 6 home runs on the year, catapulted himself up the stat leader category, and is still tied for third, but now is tied with about 4 other players, and King K. Rool, thanks to that 4 home run effort last night, is in second place, but they're all trailing Bowser, who has 12 home runs. Here is Tim in an interesting spot here with 1 out, runners on first and second. Would like to see this one driven in the outfield. Waluigi may have the speed to get home and start the scoring for them here at home. But this is going to be, it's past Red Paratroopa and off of the arrow. Close play at the plate. Safe at home. And that's exactly what happened, Tim, with an RBI single that just gets past under the glove of Red Paratroopa. Not an error, but a nice hit for Tim. And that's the way the Waluigi Spitballs wanted to start this game here in Wario City. Red Yoshi, who has been somewhat surprising, has been not bad for this team, puts this on the ground. Will it be the 4-6-3? It will be, just in time at first base to end the inning. They get 1 thanks to that RBI single by Tim, and that's all they got here in Wario City. Now with the Yoshi Eggs, they started a new look last night with a new hitting order. And now they're going to start it off again with Baby Daisy, and she is going to once again ground out. Can't say I'm surprised by that. She's not been batting super well, and I just think that it's her choices. She's batting okay, batting 400, but I think that her choices, especially on the first pitch, she's a little bit too eager to swing. Here is Red Pianta. Takes a big swipe at that one, is down quickly in the count. 0-2 is batting 500 coming in. Does take a swing at this one, and luckily is able to get that in to shallow center for a base hit. I says agree with that. I would agree. It's just not patient enough. Red Critter, though, found a home run. This team is not really a big home run hitting team, but you still have somebody in Red Critter that is capable of doing so. Deep to center field. Kiss that goodbye. They're not even going to try for it. And they take the lead with Red Critter on a 2-run shot here in the bottom of the first. Announcer predicts and announcer giveth. 2-1 to the Yoshi Eggs. Well done by Red Critter. That's on the ground. Nice grab. Will be in time. Good job by Brown Critter. So good for this Waluigi Spitball side at second base. Yoshi unable to get it there. And folks, of all the Yoshis in the league, the OG might literally be the worst. Yoshi is only batting 192. Coming into this game and grounds out to start off this one. And that'll be a line out to end the inning, but it doesn't matter. They take the lead off of a 2-run shot from Red Critter, his second of the year, and it's 2-1. We got Purple Toad, Blue Yoshi, and Red Koopa due up here in the top of the second. Long one, folks, tonight. Make sure you drop us a follow and a like and all the sorts of things on wherever you're watching as an appreciation for how long I will be commentating baseball tonight. Purple Toad, deep to right field on the second pitch. It's robbed at the wall. Purple Toad is denied. No home runs this year for Purple Toad, and it won't be one here. Thought that was going to be gone and out of reach, but Baby Luigi and the Yoshi Eggs able to rob that one at the wall. Very, very clutch rob by an improved outfield. And this is on the ground, and call that 2 outs here as Red Paratroopa is able to grab that on the opposite side of the glove. The Speedy Babies in the outfield is goated. It is. I'm glad you made that adjustment. You listened. Red Koopa, who's a very good hitter for this team, is not going to add anything else to the conversation here. Bottom of the second coming up, and the Yoshi Eggs on the road in a battle of teams vying for that last playoff spot. Again, 22-game season. We play each team. Each team plays each other once at home and away. So we got a lot of season left to go. This is going to go into late July. Playoffs at the start of July, likely. But these are the moments in the month of May. And that's a strikeout for Tim, the 0-2, and Red Shy Guy not even close on that ball. And that's one away. Not even close, to say the least. But Eli is going to keep things going off of the arrow. We'll get the single. And Purple Toad able to knock it in. Eli, one of the best hitting me's in the league with 1 home run. That's his 16th hit of the year. Batting .652 coming in. And Baby Mario, hey, how about showing up for your team at this point? Baby Mario, not normally known as somebody that can hit the baseball, but coming in 2 for 8, just gets one there. Now 3 for 9 here for Baby Luigi. Batting .381, again, probably what we expected for a baby character. Lined out to Brown Critter, and easy toss over to second base. Nothing more for them in the bottom of the second here. Eli says the Baby Mario trade was huge for us. I do agree. I think both sides benefited from that trade. And the Yoshi Eggs are up 2-1 after 2. Folks, our next game up is a big one. It's the Daisy Flowers at Bowser Castle. I do believe that tonight will be the night for the Daisy Flowers. They made some changes. Both sides made some changes and some switches. Off of the glove of Red Shy Guy. That will be an error on Red Shy Guy. An unfortunate one, to say the least. And that puts Green Noki aboard. Here's Yoshi with the star pitch. We don't see him use it very often, but that will cause Waluigi to ground to the 6-4-3 to make it 2. So nice job there. Good choice by Yoshi. Now Brown Critter. Again, always going to be a threat, these critters. And this is deep to left center field, but the babies are there again, and they rob another one. They're able to rob another one again and prevent any homers for this Waluigi Spitball side, neutralizing some of their big hitters like Petey Piranha and Brown Critter. And they maintain the lead as they're going to go up to bat here in the bottom of the third with Baby Daisy, and the top of the order back up to bat. Baby Daisy to lead off here. She grounded one out on the first pitch, and this time may have a little bit more patience. Looks at a strike down the middle. The off-speed swing and a miss, strike 2. The 0-2 here. Tim not doing too bad so far. Star pitch. Oh, that was fastball, but Baby Daisy gets a bat to it, or a binky, or a pacifier on a stick. Whatever that is, she got a single. It's a nice hit. I honestly thought that'd be a strikeout there, but she got contact to it. 0-1 here on Red Pianta. Red Pianta batting about 500. No home runs for this Pianta, and Tim is throwing strikes right now, throwing gas. The 0-2 is swung on, and it's over the head of Waluigi in the gap, not going to get to it. And Red Pianta, both of them on 0-2 counts, are going to get aboard. And Red Critter will be back up, who just had the 2-run shot to give the Yoshi Eggs the lead. It's not going to be a homer, but it will add to it. Will Baby Daisy try for home? It does surely look like it. Play at the plate is not going to happen. 3-1 as Baby Daisy turns for home. Nice play by her. And so here we are with Yoshi. Bottom of the third, nobody out for Yoshi. Oh, but it's going to be deep to left field. It's grabbed by the other Yoshi, the blue one, for the first out. Man, it looked like it was going to track, but it died out there towards the wall. So 1 out here for Red Paratroopa. They are up right now, 3-1. Tim getting a little bit tired, and Red Paratroopa always loves to crowd the plate. I like that pitch inside. I think you got to stay inside on him, but instead throws it outside. But Yoshi gets there in time. Blue Yoshi, a huge save there in left field for the Waluigi Spitballs to save that. And now it's 2 out here. Bottom of the third in a 3-1 game. The 0-1 on Red Shy Guy. He gets it back to this one, but it's going to be a... Oh, no, he's knocked over. And it's safe. An error thanks to the green shell. And the bases are loaded. Tight spot here for one of the best hitting me's in the game. Up the gap. That'll be an RBI single. Red Critter won't turn for home. And it's 4-1. Eli coming through in the clutch again. And the Yoshi Eggs, early here in the first game of the night, have an opportunity to win 3 in a row. And that will be the night for Tim. It was a good beginning, but now you got to put Waluigi in there to try and get him out of a bases-loaded jam here with 2 away. Baby Mario, this line drive, and there's a boo item! That's going to get Red Critter home. Red Shy Guy's going home. This is a double for Baby Mario, and it brings all 3 of the rest of them home, and it's 7-1. Baby Mario, and the error item. And Red Yoshi can do nothing but stare at it. What a hit by Baby Mario. The trade for Baby Mario looking pretty good right now. Big clutch moment, and the Yoshi Eggs might have one of their biggest leads they've had in any game this season. This is Baby Luigi, but finally it'll end as Brown Critter says enough is enough. Dives for that one at second base. But a big inning to say the least. A 5 spot for the Yoshi Eggs. I don't remember last time they've done that, if they've done it at all this season. And they're up 7-1, but watch out. You got Petey Piranha to lead off here. Could easily take one back. I'll take a look at that, Eli. Eli saying this is tied for the most we've scored in a game, period. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Contact hit is grabbed by Red Shy Guy. Not great from Petey there, and Petey struggling early. Had a homer robbed, and then that was just not even close. This is Tim here. Swings on the first one. That's a nice contact single for him in the shallow center. Yeah, I mean, I probably agree with you. When did you score 7? No, this is definitely... No, this is the most you've scored. You've scored a lot of 4s, Eli. You got 3, 4, 1, 1, and this is going to be a 6, 4... Oh, Red Yoshi gets there in time. Tough play to make, so they get the lead runner here. So 2 out here. Top of the 4th, down 6 for the Waluigi Spitballs. Purple Toad had a home run robbed, and that's going to go into the corner. That's going to allow Red Yoshi to get to 3rd. And so a little bit of an opportunity to maybe just take one back here if Blue Yoshi can find a single. Contact hit straight to Red Paratroopa. Not a great choice, and that will keep it 7-1. Yoshi Eggs with the most runs they've scored all season in one game, and we're not even halfway through it. Bottom of the 4th here, as it's the 3rd time around the order. Baby Daisy was able to find a hit. She's 1 for 2. Big strike there, though. She swung on it inside. And Waluigi going to go to the liar balls here pretty often. Swing and a miss, strike 2 on Baby Daisy. That's a contact, but it's fouled away. So still 0-2 on Baby Daisy, trying to fight in this at-bat. Contact hit, though, that's really not going to do it, folks. 4-3 for the first out. Waluigi starting to show some maybe small signs of fatigue here. Can't really show that against somebody as good as Red Pianta. Contacted here. It's going to get down off of the arrow straight to a good reaction by Red Yoshi to anticipate where that was going to go. But here is Red Critter once again. Had a home run to lead off. Had a nice little contact hit as well. This is a powerful swing. It is going to get down again just in front, and Purple Toad slips up, which allows Red Pianta to turn nicely and get to 3rd. And here we are again with runners on the corners. 1 out for Yoshi. They lead by 6. Could open up the lead here. This ball swung on deep to left field for Yoshi. It is off the wall. Red Pianta is going to go for home and it will be safe. Single, an RBI single for Yoshi. 8-1, and that will be it for Waluigi. Petey Piranha will make a rare appearance at the plate, or at the mound rather.
Petey Piranha has pitched in 4 games, but has not been able to get through very much of them, only pitching 1 1/3, and he will let up a single to load the bases. Only pitching 1 1/3 innings officially and allowing 6. That is not a good ERA if you do the math on that, folks. This is on the ground. It's a line out and a nice double play there. Red Koopa gets this team out of a bases loaded jam. They allow 1. They still need a lot of help, but at least it's not as bad as it could have been. Yoshi Eggs, they started off their season 0-4, and now they have a chance to go 3 in a row and get to 3-5, and that's a line out for Red Koopa. Again, worst part of the order probably, besides maybe Red Koopa, who's really not too bad, but Green Noki is batting about 350. The 0-1 on Green Noki swung on, and it's straight to Red Critter, who jumps over and grabs that before it went into foul territory. And so there's 2 away here for Waluigi. And Petey Piranha getting neutralized. Brown Critter getting neutralized a little bit here. This is going to be jammed inside. Poor choice by Waluigi. 1-2-3 in the top of the 5th for the Yoshi Eggs. They're on the road here, and they have a real opportunity to close this game out. Maybe they can add to it here with Eli and the babies. First pitch here for Eli down on the ground, and is going to be a 4-3. Could be similar sort of inning here. Baby Mario did have a huge double, though, that brought in 3. Won't be that situation this time, but still, I think, all things considered, I think if Baby Mario just grounds out the rest of the night, you'd be happy with Baby Mario's performance. That'll be a quick 3, though, so it goes 1-2-3, and then following that here in the bottom of the 5th with 1-2-3. After 5, it's 8-1. The Yoshi Eggs are marching, both trying to keep their winning streak. Right now, it looks like Waluigi need a lot of help. Strike 1 here on Brown Critter, catches the corner. Yoshi putting in a nice effort, but Brown Critter is going to get that one down for at least a base hit. It will be a single. Here to start the top of the 6th with Petey Piranha right up next. Got to get something on the bat here, on the leaf, rather. 0-1, though. Yoshi's looking to go outside. Here's another fastball down the middle, and that's going to be fouled off. Close one there, though. The power was certainly there. Now do you go contact, or do you still try to go power? Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Yoshi strikes out one of the best hitters in the game, Petey Piranha, and there's 1 away. Unbelievable strikeout there with a great pitch. 0-1 here on Tim. That was a huge strikeout in the context of this game. And that'll be a 6-4-3. And that'll be through 5.5. The Yoshi Eggs have control of this one. 5 straight zeros for the men and women in purple. Not good. Can the Yoshi Eggs continue to add on? They just need to find a way to coast along. And really, they only need to get 3 more outs. It doesn't even matter what happens here. After letting up plenty of runs this season in their last 2 games so far right now, they have allowed a combined 1 run in the last 13 innings. That's not bad, folks. Red Pianta will get that one down in center field, and he'll be aboard with 1 out, trying to add on to it. Again, so they've only allowed 1 run in the last 2 games so far, and they have the most runs they've had in any game this season. Red Critter will go ahead and keep things going. We'll put runners on first and second with 1 out. And here is Yoshi. Like I said, pretty disappointing at the plate, but hey, great pitching effort tonight. This is a fastball. That's going to be a 4-6-3, and we'll head to the top of the 7th with the Yoshi Eggs up 7 and having a chance to win 3 in a row and go to 3-5, and they would tie themselves with the Waluigi Spitballs at 3-5. Like I said, folks, every game tonight is going to make a difference. The jockeying is happening. It's going to make it really interesting. The first out will be a 4-3 by Red Yoshi. This team has just not been hitting well tonight. They are one of the worst in the league when it comes to average, probably towards the bottom 3, batting .383. Purple Toad did have one robbed earlier. Let's not forget that. And that's going to be robbed by Red Shy Guy. They're down to their last out here. Waluigi Spitballs, these are the 2 worst hitting average teams in the league. And right now, it is not going the way of the Waluigi Spitballs. They've had a great 3-game streak, but that is where it will end. The 3-game streak now belongs to the Yoshi Eggs. They win on the road in Wario City, 8-1 the final score, and both these teams are tied at 3-5, with the Oceanics now taking the head-to-head tiebreaker. What a game for them, and defensively, they have been killing it in the last 2 games. Well, what do you say about that? The Oceanics just putting on another clinic, and guess what? It was another complete game by this team. That's the 3rd complete game by a pitcher in a row for the Oceanics. It went Eli once, Eli with the shutout, and Yoshi allowing 1 through 7 innings. That is impressive to say the least. And now, this is the path. They are potentially climbing themselves up. They have a team ERA of 6.40, and that's going to help the average as well. They're going to be in the top half of the league likely after tonight's game in ERA. That's one of the stats. I mean, like, you look at the top of the league, you look where the teams that are doing well are supposed to be, and in all those categories, in team slugging, hitting, pitching, opponent batting average, the winners are there. And right now, the Oceanics continue to be winners, winning 3 in a row. Meanwhile, the Waluigi Spitballs, it's an unfortunate step back, but considering maybe some things might happen, you're really not too far out of it. I think Tim will likely still be happy with the fact that his team is 3-5 rather than 0-8 or something worse. Or, you know, that is the worst. But 3-5 is not bad, but now you really have to look towards the next couple weeks and towards the trade deadline. Do you make any moves? Do you try to sell, be a conservative sell, or you just try to hold and buy this team that they can sneak into the playoffs come the end of the season? We got plenty more games. I'll get the next one set up as soon as possible. It's going to be the Daisy Flowers on the road at the Castle for the Bowser Monsters. Come on back. Congrats to the Yoshi Eggs in that last game on a huge win. This is the SSSL, the craziest baseball league on the internet. I'm Alec Rome as we head into our second game of the night. It's the Daisy Flowers at the Bowser Monsters, two teams that have been on losing skids. And so, just like in the last game where we had a winning streak end, tonight a losing streak will end as well. The Daisy Flowers, after being the league's last undefeated team, they lost to the Birdo Bows, who are now up in third place in the league table. And then last night, losing the Wario Muscles, who are also a good team. So look, like, you can't really expect, that's understandable that they lost to two really good teams there. But now you have a team in the Bowser Monsters that they could be a sleeping monster, but they certainly are lying dormant right now. They've lost 3 in a row, and Bowser, with a home run here and there, look, he has 12 on the season, but a lot of those came in the first 4 games. He has been somewhat neutralized, and of course, this is a team game, and the rest of the order has been disappointing. I mean, if we go down the order and look at their last 3 games, essentially, of what the Bowser Monsters have been batting, they went from having games that were batting 500 as a team, 578 for the game. Now they're batting 387, 345. They had 500 the last time, but they lost to the Bowser Jr. Monsters in extra innings. So it's been a bit of a downward trend. They're not hitting the same amount of home runs as they normally have been. And even with Bowser's 3 home runs in the last one and 5 RBIs, it was not enough to do it, as there was only one other run from the rest of the team, and that came off of the bat of Blue Critter. But, I mean, you had 4 players in that game. You had 2 players with no hits and 1 with 1, but they just could not find a way to get enough to get across the line and beat the Bowser Jr. rookies. So this is a point of contention. This is a flex point here for the Bowser Monsters. They lose this game, they're down at 3-5 with some of the other teams we just saw tonight, both the teams we just saw in the last game. And they're going to be in dire straits. They have great run differential. That's going to go their way, but losing doesn't help that run differential, and a losing record at the end of the season is not going to help you get into the playoffs. So they need this one tonight, and so do the Daisy Flowers. Dropping to 5-3 would get them into an interesting position where they could be now looking towards being floating on that playoff line where they were once solidly in a first-round bye spot. They would like that opportunity to claim the win back and be at 6-2. Let's figure out who is going to be the winner tonight, but we first start with the lineups, and this is a different look for both of these teams. The Daisy Flowers were pretty much a set-it-and-forget-it lineup, maybe some small adjustments, but now it's much different. Blooper is the leadoff hitter now, followed by Wiggler, who got his first home run in the last game. Boomerang Bro follows that up in the 3, but Funky Kong, Blue Dry Bones, and Red Paratroopa stay the 4, 5, 6. Toadette is now down in the 7, and Daisy and Ethan round up in the 8 and 9. And Ethan will pitch again tonight after last night's, effort, essentially. Taking a look, I forgot what Ethan. I think Ethan had a not bad pitching stint. Pitched 3 and allowed 5, but overall for the season, Ethan's been doing pretty well on the mound. And Daisy came in and had a little stint. It was still very much by committee last night, but they did allow 10 to a Wario Muscles team. Rest of it seems pretty standard for them, but like I said, the batting order was the big difference. Now for the Bowser Monsters, who decided to reverse the batting order this time around. Tristan said, hey, I'll just flip the 9 to the 1 and so on and so forth. And for the people who make the graphics, they give you a big thank you for doing that. They really love when you flip the order from top to bottom. But hey, it's your team. Do whatever the hell you want. The guy who makes the graphics is me. But anyway, it's okay. Bowser's now in the 8 spot where he once was in the 2. Tristan, Blue Toad, and Blue Critter still an intimidating first 3. It's not like this team doesn't know how to hit home runs and doesn't know how to hit. So it's still a little bit concerning, that first 3 that you have to face. It's just different. This team does bat 480. They're still amongst the best teams in the league, but they dropped a little bit in the hitting averages thanks to some of the skidding in the last couple of games. They're down in the 6th spot in that category. Bowser continues to pitch. I believe it is Bowser's 2nd straight start. If I'm not mistaken, or maybe he might have started. No, it was Boomerang Bro last night. So Bowser's back on the mound for his 4th start of the season, and he is still one of the best in the league, even with some of the slip-ups. He's still going to be in the top 10, 10th place with the 4.01 ERA, through 26 or 22 and 2/3 innings. Meanwhile, you have the likes of the Yellow Magic Koopas for both the DK Wilds and for the Warren Muscles with over 10 innings. They are leading the ERA charts right now. And then you take a look, Daisy with 14 1/3. She's at 4.40. So, hey, not bad across the board. We got some decent pitchers in here. So it could go either way, but I expect this to be high scoring. I expect it to be a high scoring affair. I'm thinking something like 11-9, very similar to what the Daisy Flowers had in their loss to the Birdo Bows. I expect this to be both teams above 7 runs, at least. You have to think, right? I mean, both these teams have the firepower. They've shown it. They have home run hitters. You got Funky Kong on one side, Boomerang Bro. You just know. You just know. Blue Dry Bones is the most consistent hitter in the league. Bats 800. How could we not see a 7-run plus game on both sides? But we've seen crazier things happen, folks, and that's what this league's about. It's crazy, and it's time for our second game of the evening here. The Daisy Flowers will be batting first on the road against the Monsters, trying to go to 6-2. Here we go, folks. Make sure to let them know. Got a long night tonight. Follow everywhere we are at Super Sluggers on TikTok. Slow to get that one, but gets over for the 4-3, and Blooper is out quickly. Here's Wiggler. Like I mentioned, got their first homer in the last game. It was nice. It wasn't a loss, but hey, that's what I was wondering if Blooper had in the chamber, was that power to go yard, and at least in that stadium on the Cruiser, he did. The 0-2, nice contact hit in the left field, and that will be another one for Blooper. Or, excuse me, Wiggler. Wiggler. Let me put some respect on Wiggler's name. Hey, he's got 17 hits this season. That's some respect right there. Batting .640 coming in. His team as a whole bats about .500. Boomerang Bro, though, is going to ground this out into the 6-4-3. Gets him in time. That's the top of the first. Unfortunate, got Wiggler aboard, but could not add to it with Boomerang Bro there. The change in the order. The 1-2-3 does not add anything to the board. And now the Bowser Monsters with their new look 1-2-3 will lead off here in the bottom of the first with Tristan. And we will lead off. Oh, Toadette just barely missing that one, unfortunately. And that will allow Tristan to get aboard here with nobody out. Tristan, not too bad himself, batting .400 with 10 singles, 3 RBI. Blue Toad, meanwhile, Blue Toad has found a way to be one of this team's best hitters at .609. And guess what? That's not changing either. He is the second best hitter based on average on this team behind the big man, Bowser. That is something, and I'm wondering if Tristan decided to flip the order, not just to spite me and making the graphics, but maybe you wanted to leave more people on the base paths and some of these hitters that can get on base to leave Bowser to clean it up and get some more 3 and 4 home runs. And guess what? The bases are loaded here with nobody out here in the bottom of the first for Blue Magic Koopa, who bats .481. Big spot here for Ethan early in the game. Again, Ethan with 15 1/3 innings pitched, has a good ERA, but it's going to go down now as that's a single. Tristan gets home, and it's early, 1-0 here for the Bowser Monsters at home. They've had some bad games here. They've had some good games here. And so far, this is the right start they wanted. A 6.39 ERA for Ethan through 15 1/3. Last night's affair probably didn't help a lot with that, but still very decent considering how much this league can score. The 0-1 on Boomerang Bro. It's a star swing, but it could be caught by the other Boomerang Bro. It will, and it's not going to be a sac fly, as what a toss that is by Boomerang Bro out in left field. So one out here. Now Monty Mole, who is prone to grounding out, will take strike one. Monty Mole is not necessarily the greatest hitter in the world, and he could ground out unless the shell gets there. Nope, that's a 4.63, and that will prevent any more runs from coming in. Folks, in this league, when you have the bases loaded with nobody out, I think 1 run is really a tax when you consider what could have happened. 1-0 here. Bowser Monsters lead it at home. Now for Funky Kong, one of the better home run hitters in the league, and this one could be gone. If it stays fair, it will be. Oh, no! I thought that was going to stay fair, and it went foul at the literal last moment. But now this one, King Bob-Omb's out there. Is this one going to get robbed? It will get robbed. Oh, my God, I apologize. I thought that first one was gone. That curved foul, then this one gets robbed, and Funky Kong can't find his 7th of the year. Man. Thought that was gone for sure. I mean, I watched this game enough. It looked like it was going to stay, and now there's 2 out as Blue Dry Bones will fly it out to right. Instead here, it's going to be another potential scoreless inning for the Daisy Flowers that get past Red Magic Koopa, which, folks, if you've watched the season, Red Magic Koopa is very good at second base. I'm a little bit shocked by the fact that Red Magic Koopa did not make an effort at that. And so at least one aboard here with 2 out for Toadette. Toadette in 31 at-bats is batting .387. Well, watch out, one of the best strikeout kings in the league as well. It's on the ground in the gap, and now Red Magic Koopa will find the magic to end the inning. That is 2 for the Daisy Flowers. 2 tries at the plate, bring no runs. Now here's Bowser, and again, I'm really curious to see how this flip of the order, this reverse mirror of the order, either benefits or hurts this team. On the ground, that'll be a quick one, though. 4-3 for Blue Shy Guy. Blue Shy Guy, one of the worst hitters on this team, batting .267. Here is the big man Bowser with 12 home runs. Can be a walking hit machine and a bomb machine, and this one's going to get down into the wall in the gap between left and center, but it's only a single for the guy who's slugging at 1.87, nearly getting a double every time he's up to the plate. 0-1 here on Red Magic Koopa with 1 out, bottom of the second in a 1-run game. This is going to be down in center field again, and that will put 2 aboard. Red Magic Koopa's 19th hit of the year. Puts him among the top in the league. And now here we are back to the top of the order for Tristan. This one is past Toadette. And here we are, bases loaded. But hold on to foul ball. He's going to get 2 of them. Now he's in a pickle. Oh, I thought he'd get 2 of them. Might get tagged out. The foul ball was not necessary, but they threw it out there anyway. And that's what caused the runner, Red Magic Koopa, to get out at second. That one's going to get down, though. And the bases are loaded if Blue Toad gets there in time. Man, a little bit crazy what's going on there. Now Blue Critter. Blue Critter has 2 home runs this year with the bases loaded and takes strike 1. Ethan's got to keep it off the plate now. Ahead in the count. Off speed. Strike 2 is looked at. Now I'd go outside. The 0-2. Bases loaded. Star pitch swung on. And it's over the head of Toadette. Bowser's going to get home. And it's 2-0. Man, I really would have liked something off the plate there. Not great selection, unfortunately, by Ethan. Lets Bowser trot his way home and stop his ass on the plate. And it's 2-0. Got to get out of the same situation again. Bases loaded. You really would like to get him out here and get out of it unscathed. This is a deep fly ball to left field. Is it gone? It is! Grand slam for Blue Magic Koopa! His first home run of the year is a cracker! And this game is wide open here at the Castle, 6-0. That is it for Ethan. Man, 1 at-bat too many. We've talked about that with some teams this season. I've said, hey, might be the time. And Ethan went 1 at-bat too far. And now Daisy, with the bases clear, is going to let up at least a single to Boomerang Bro. 6-0, bottom of the second. This Daisy Flowers team is not looking like they have been through the first 5 games of the season. They're going to need some help, but hey, they were down 5-0 to the DK Wilds at home earlier this season, and they found a way to win that one. So don't put it past them. I think 6 might be the biggest comeback, and it was probably by this team. Don't quote me on that. I'd have to go back and look at the box scores. 0-2 here on Blue Shy Guy, rather. Finally, Toadette is able to grab that for the 3rd out. She missed a few, honestly, not without a lack of effort, but a 5 spot for the Bowser Monsters. They're trying to get back to 4-4 and win for the first time in 4 games. Here's Daisy with Bowser, who's had a nice start, but Daisy's going to take a drive. Daisy driving here to deep center, but the out there as Tristan's able to recover in place of Blue Toad. I don't know what Miss Daisy and Great Gatsby drove. They were in some sort of car. I'm forgetting. Honestly, I'll have to look that up. 0-2 here on Ethan. Puts a bat to this one. It's going to get in the gap. And it's a nice hit there. Saved by Tristan, but it's a single with 1 out. For Blooper. Blooper has been not bad, batting about .419. Again, I'd say probably a little bit better than maybe we even expected Blooper to hit. and part of the reason why this team has success. It is going to be grabbed, though, by Monty Mole just in time before the explosion, 6-4-3. And this Daisy Flowers team can't buy a run right now. They are down 6-0 with the big man, who finds his way back up to the plate here in the top or the bottom part of the third inning. Folks, 6 games tonight. Make sure to follow us. We're putting up highlights all night long here on TikTok. I forgot to do the Grand Slam clip, goddammit. I forget to hit the button sometimes. And guess who is going to get this one at least there to second? Going to try for third. No, he's too slow. But a nice double there for a man who averages a double. Daisy here finally going to go to the well with some of these star pitches, and that is a well done star pitch. Easy pop out for Ethan at second. Tristan now. So yeah, I forgot to clip that. Should have put it up. I'll clip something. Strike one here on Tristan. This is the 0-1, and it's going to be grabbed in time by Wiggler, and he has to roll out of the way. And now Bowser, thanks to the bomb, Ethan has to come all the way out from short and help him out, or second rather. And now Bowser getting to third here with 2 out for Blue Toad. But hey, Daisy, she's used these pitches really well, and they just don't respect it. Pop out to Toadette, and finally they're able to put the brakes on the Bowser Monsters. A scoreless inning for them, and now they got a good section lineup. Wiggler, Boomerang Bro, and Funky Kong here down 6-0. You need these guys to perform badly here if you want to get back into it. And Wiggler is going to put this one in shallow center, but not deep enough. Doesn't get down in time. That's 1 out for Boomerang Bro. Strike 1 on Boomerang Bro. Again, Boomerang Bro batting about .519. That's going to add to it. That should get in the gap, not past Tristan, though, who's been doing a good job with making sure those singles don't turn into doubles. Here is Funky Kong, though. Again, 6 home runs. I thought he had one earlier. Then he got it robbed at the wall. Now it's deep to center field. Straight on dead center. It's close. It's grabbed. In time by Tristan again. They rob it again. And Funky Kong, for a second time tonight, is denied. Denied at the opportunity of getting this game closer than it was. Unfortunate for him. And now your best section in the batting order is off of the plate. You do have Blue Drybones, though, who knows how to hit homers as well. Blue Drybones has 2 this season out of the team's 13. And this is a well-contacted ball, but it's almost too well. No, it does get down. So 2 on with 2 out. Have an opportunity here. Who do you have up here? It is Red Paratroopa. He is okay. You just really can only expect a single out of him. Batting .400. He's going to whiff away on the first one here, and maybe Bowser will just try to strike him out. Swung on. In the gap, and the bases are loaded. So hold on here, folks. Red Paratroopa able to load the bases. All you needed was a single, and now you have Toadette. Now, Toadette might seem interesting, but she still bats .387. If she can be patient here and pick the right pitch, if Bowser even decides to give her one that's hittable. That's hittable. That's on the ground. It's past Monty Mole, and they're going to get on the board. Nice job by Toadette. What do we talk about, folks? This is a team game. I know we have the great hitters. Even Bowser can have a 3-home-run game and lose. So you need the rest of your order to find a way to get on base, and that's how you get somebody like Daisy, who's not batting amazing, but she knows how to hit a home run every once in a while. She has the opportunity to get this game closer here in the top of the 4th. Bases loaded for the Daisy Flowers. She's going to use a star swing here. And this is uncatchable for Monty Mole, and that's going to get 1 home. Red Paratroopa in the air item, 2 home. Toadette is going for home with the buddy play at the plate, and she's in a pickle. She's tagged out, and that will end the inning. So 2-run RBI by Daisy. A good time to use the star swing. Let's not forget that. Toadette got a little bit greedy trying to get one in, but it is still 6-3. They find themselves on the board, and they cut the lead in half, and now just need to hunker down and prevent any more runs here in the bottom of the 4th. Blue Critter, deep drive, deep to right center. They have chemistry. It's grabbed by Wiggler. Nice job, Wiggler, to prevent any more home runs from somebody who I believe already has one or had a look at one tonight. That is going to be critical to keeping them in this game, is those two. I know the connection out in left field I don't think is a chemistry connection, but that right field spot, that's big. On the ground, that's going to be a 4-3 for 2. That is going to be the end of the inning, as that's a pop out. Nice job by Daisy. They get out of it, folks. They get out of it. 6-3, top of the 5th. They were down 6-0, and now they have an opportunity here to potentially, you really like to get Bowser off of the mound. That's always difficult to play against him. He uses those star pitches. But Ethan, but it's grabbed by Blue Shy Guy. Nice job. That was going to go hot into the corner. Instead, Blue Shy Guy able to hop up and grab it for the first out. If you can just get a couple people on, you can get the good part of the order back. This is the top of the order now. Maybe try to get Funky Kong on, and that's a nice contact hit for Blooper. He's on first with 1 out. Bowser, as I said, is getting tired now. So this is something to look out for, folks. Wiggler, the 0-1, had a home run last game and had a nice little contact hit earlier. And that's going to continue. That ball will get down, and there is 2 aboard with 1 out. The tying run is at the plate here for the Daisy Flowers. They were down 6. Could be one of the biggest comebacks of the season. They can find a way to turn around the top of the 5th. This is a nice contact ball over the head of Monty Mullen into the gap. Booper's going to have a try for home. They're not going to get the buddy play in time. Wiggler's got to turn back around, though, or he's going to get tagged out, and this team's not been patient enough. He gets back to third, luckily, though, in time with that big worm-like body. Reaches out for third base. But a nice hit, a double for Boomerang Bro. We'll make this a 6-4 game. And, folks, this is going to be close. Like I said, I would be shocked if both these teams didn't get above 7. But right now, you have Funky Kong, who could make this a 7-6 game, and that is it for Bowser. Bowser knows better than to go 1 at-bat too many. Magic Koopa will step in to try and get them out of this. Strike 1 is a nice curved pitch, catches the right corner. 0-1. That is over the plate! Deep to left center, does it have the power? But Bowser's slow at the wall and off the wall. Wiggler's going to go home, and it's a 1-run game here. It was 6-0, and now it's 6-5. 1-run game as that almost goes yard, but it gets off the high part of the wall, and Wiggler gets home. What a game we have here. Make sure to tell your friends, get over to Twitch right now, twitch.tv/AlecRoneGames. What a game we got going on here. 6-0 was the lead for the Bowser Monsters, but now all of a sudden the Daisy Flowers, they know how to win, and they've tied the ball game with a single. And now Funky Kong for home and played the plate. Now he's in a pickle. Will they get him? No. They don't know how to play these pickles yet. These computers do. But they tied the game with Blue Drybones a single. Gets Boomerang Bro home. What a play there. Blue Drybones coming up clutch in a close game situation again. It's still the top of the 5th. They have not stopped. They only have 1 out. And Red Paratroopa will get it past Monty Mole. But there's Blue Drybones. Misplays and does not anticipate that enough. Thought Monty Mole was going to catch it. He didn't. And just, he gets caught out. And now there's 2 away. Funky Kong's on third. Could take the lead if you can get him on the ground. It won't be the lead, but after an impressive inning, they tie the ball game. They were down 6, and now we are all square as we head to the bottom of the 5th. What a game we have here, folks, and it's only the second of our 6-game sextuple header in a way. Monty Mole here in the bottom of the 5th. Close spot here, 6-6. Got to be grabbed out there in left field by Boomerang Bro. Strike 1 here on Blue Shy Guy. This ball is going to get to Wiggler easily in center field for the second out. That's 1-2, but It's always hard to put this man out. Bowser with 12 homers this year. This one does not look deep enough, but maybe it is, considering the part of the wall. It's close. No, it's off the wall. Off the wall, Bowser's going to have a triple. Off the wall. And so Bowser will get aboard with a chance to take the lead with Red Magic Koopa at the plate, who's very solid, batting .581. Very good chance they could take the lead here, but Daisy's such a good pitcher, too. Time to use a star pitch, maybe. The 0-1 is swung on and straight to Toadette. And the game is still tied. Game is still tied at 6. The Bowser Monsters, as you can see by the scoreboard, we're up 6-0 after 2, and they have no more lead as we are tied after 5. Daisy up to bat here first, the bottom part of the order for the Flowers. They are looking to get to 6-2 and stop their losing streak, and it is grabbed by Bowser in left field. Both teams trying to stop their skid and go back in the correct direction. 0-1, or no count here rather on Ethan, but it will be the second out. Good time to show up, Tristan. Hope you're doing well. This is going to be a very, very close ending here, my friend. Strap in. Check your heart rate. The 0-1 here on Blooper is getting in the gap. And he'll be on with 2 out. That is it. That is it for Blue Magic Koopa. Now the red one. I'm not surprised by that move. They have 2 good ones. You might as well use them. But not as long as you like. Blue Magic Koopa to go. Wiggler to go ahead. There's the fire. It's gone. Wiggler, his second home run of the year, puts the Daisy Flowers ahead 8-6. Only his second homer, but now we're seeing the side of Wiggler we always thought we would see. A power hitter takes the lead. What a lead. Oh my goodness, from Wiggler. What a hit. And now Boomerang Bro's going to get in on the action, but he'll fly that out. A 2-run shot, and it's an 8-run swing over the game so far, but the Bowser Monsters still have a chance to answer with their top part of the order. Tristan says, I can't believe I came in here to get wigged. Right now you're getting wigged, but there's still a lot of game left to go, as your me will get you aboard here with nobody out, and Blue Toad, who's been making some hits tonight. But Daisy uses the star pitch, and everybody bites on this, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Ethan will be underneath it again for 1 out. Cannot bite on that pitch. Daisy has been putting in quite the performance tonight after Ethan did not have a great start to the game. She has relieved herself well, but this could tie the game. If it gets gone, they're at the wall. Caught by Blooper. Caden's in here saying, get wigged or die trying. That's right, 2 out. A huge grab from that combination of players who have really performed incredibly well tonight. Blooper and Wiggler have been a key part of this victory, where Funky Kong has had home runs robbed. Those two have found a way to get hits and get homers. And now Daisy here, the star pitch on the first one. Will Magic Koopa bite? He will. Guess what, folks? Unless this goes wrong, it won't. It goes to Daisy off the head of Toadette, and we have a 2-run game. The Daisy Flowers are able to stop the Monsters quickly. We thought it could get out of hand, but they have found a way to take the lead, and they have one more try to add to it. Funky Kong will get that one down in the gap. We have a chance to turn 2-0, but now finally Funky Kong finds himself a hit after getting robbed twice. Red Magic Koopa's done. They're going to go to their 4th pitcher of the night. That's Boomerang Bro, but they're really going deep here. They really, really need him to get them out of this, so they have a shot. Folks, Bowser has had plenty of opportunities, just depending on how the order goes, but Funky Kong's going to get to 3rd. So nobody out with runners on the corners, and this could be more than a 2-run lead here. If the bases go right, it'll likely be a 3-run lead at least. Red Paratroopa will take strike 1, but Bowser has found himself magically in the right place at the right time in big situations. This could be enough, though, for a sac fly. That's all you wanted Red Paratroopa to do. That's a great job by Red Paratroopa. It's not going to be seen on the score sheet, but that is going to help this game out significantly. 9-6 is the score. Only our second game of the night, and Toadette will keep it going. We got a lot of baseball left to go. I'm going to have to grab a snack, folks. Our next game is the Diddy Monkeys, who are also trying to stop their own skid, but they don't get it any easier. A team that put up 23 runs last night. The Birdo Bows, that's going to get down the gap. Blue Drybones is going to turn and go for home. Play at the plate is safe in time. His foot was there, and it's 10-6. They've scored 10 in a row. Unanswered. Safe at the plate. You saw his foot there. Get there just in time. Lakido says safe. And now Ethan at the plate. Off speed for Ethan. In for a strike. Boomerang Bro just got to get him out of the inning. Line drive. Over the head of Blue Magic Koopa. Over his head. Toadet's going to get home. They don't even get to that. Daisy's going to turn around for home. And this is all of a sudden a completely different ball game than the one we saw at the beginning. Absolute mess taken there, and now Boomerang Bro is off of the bag. Blue Critter's up there. Eli was rooting for Tristan. A lot of people rooting for Tristan to take the Daisy Flowers off, but this is an implosion to say the least. Ethan thought about going for home, but this inning is not over. This is a disaster. Up 6 runs, and the Daisy Flowers are one of the best comeback teams in the league, and it will continue as that ball gets down, but Blooper gets there in time. I'm surprised they didn't get it to Monty Mole. Bases loaded with Boomerang Bro. In a 12-6 game, they are still at the plate. The 0-1 is swung on the ground. Grabbed by Blue Magic Koopa. Can he turn a double? No, and so that will make it 13-6. Unable to turn a double, and now you get Funky Kong up here with a chance. He's been robbed twice. But maybe this is his time. This is already a huge difference. The second pitch is swung on, and this is a pop-up. As long as there's no fire, this will be the end of the inning. Yes, sir, it is. The end of the inning. But boy, oh boy, that was rough. Look at that scoreboard. 6 runs scored and now 13 unanswered for one of the best comeback teams in the league, and they could have a huge one. Now trying to relieve things as Daisy's done is Blue Drybones. Blue Drybones is going to try and come in. Not really a save because they're up by 7, but you just never know. That's going to be a ground out, and they're down to 2 outs remaining. Blue Drybones rather, this is his 4th game pitched. 7 earned runs on 8 innings pitched. Not bad. That will be just enough to get him home if he can continue to pitch at that clip. Monty Mole will get the single to get him aboard and get things started. You need a lot of help here. 7 runs in order to keep this game going. But we've seen this team do those sorts of things. They can put up 8 spots. They can put up 12 spots. I think they put up a 12 spot in one of their games against the Luigi Knights on the road. How about Blue Shy Guy? Like I said, this team has the potential to do it. Now, with Bowser at the bottom of the order, he shows up here with 2 on. And he takes a drive. But this is on the ground. Could be the 5-4-3 to end the game. It will be. The Daisy Flowers come back down 6-0 and score 13 unanswered runs to improve to 6-2. Unfortunate for Tristan, who's in our chat. He could not find a way to hold them, and the Flowers continue to bloom. They moved to 6-2, and they're back to winning ways. Well, talk about a game that was in your hands. They had 6-0, and for a team that can score, we know that the Bowser Monsters can score. It went away. Daisy came in and put in one hell of a performance. The defense held up. And then all of a sudden you turn that around, and they score like we know they can. And just like that, 13-6, the final score. Not really what the story of the game was, but hey, that's what it ends at. And the Daisy Flowers improved to 6-2. Unfortunately, the Bowser Monsters will take a step down. They are tied with the Yoshi Eggs at 3-5, and they are on the outside looking in. They're going to need to find a way to stop their 4-game losing streak. They started 3-1. This is not the right direction. Tristan will have a chance to maybe think things over, or maybe he'll flip the order back the way it was again. I don't know. This team might just need the time, the rest, or maybe a chance to be better on the road. Don't know what the answer is, but they got to find it if they want to get to the playoffs. 4 more games. Let's get it queuing. I'll get you the next one here in just a moment. Welcome back to our third game of the night here from Yoshi Park. We are back at the park once again. This time, it's the Diddy Monkeys on the road at the Birdo Bows. The Diddy Monkeys, folks, they were one of the last undefeated teams in this league. And then after that happened, things went south. And things went south in multiple different ways. First off, I want to say this. Just like the Daisy Flowers earlier, they played great teams like the Daisy Flowers. And like, I believe, the Wario Muscles, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it was Mario. Yeah, they played good teams. Look, they played they beat the Bowser Jr. Rookies in game day 4. That got them to 4-0, and then they lose basically to the Daisy Flowers 10-6. They go in the next game, they lose to Mario 7-2 at home, and then in the Rumble for the Jungle a couple nights ago, they lose to the DK Wilds, give them their first win in convincing fashion. The DK Wilds won that one 11-3, and this is a 3-game skid. Just like the Bowser Monsters, but in a little bit different circumstance, that if the Diddy Monkeys lose this one, they'll go to 4-4. They'll have done almost the opposite of what the Waluigi Spitballs did. They'll have started off 4-0 and then dropped to 4-4. We still have this game to play. The Diddy Monkeys desperately need their players to do what they can do, which is hit home runs, have some good pitching, some solid defense, hopefully, and get it across the board. I mean, the Diddy Monkeys are second in the league in opponent batting average. They only allow 4.02. Team ERA at a 5.81, and their slugging and hitting averages are right in the middle. But if they can just do that and get across the board, maybe that'll help. But that is an easier task that it's said than done. The Birdo Bows have not lost here, if I'm not mistaken. And last night, against one of the best teams in the league, at Mario Stadium, the Birdo Bows put up 23 runs thanks to a 4-home run, 12 RBI effort from King K. Rool, and the 2-3-4 section of the Birdo Bows lineup with the Critters and King K. Rool continues to be a potential threat and one that might take the Birdo Bows all the way to the playoffs. Meanwhile, their pitching maintains a good clip. The Red Magic Koopa and Birdo connection has done them very well. Combined together, they have one of the best ERAs in the league. They pitch most of the games. They have a 4 ERA, which is good for second, just behind the Wario Muscles. The Birdo Bows are pretty much top or top 2 in all of the 4 categories that we keep a track of when it comes to opponent batting average, ERA, slugging, and hitting. And that is a dangerous combination for a team that is just trying to find a win and has been beaten down over the last 3 games by good hitting teams. But like I said, you never know. This Birdo Bows team did, with the exact same lineup that we see right now, put up a 0 in their opening game of the season. It's not impossible, but they're going to need some help, and the Diddy Monkeys will need some good defense and a lot of things to go right, and King Boo needs to hit homers, period. We have not seen him hit a lot of homers since the first couple games of the season. In fact, I think on the season, he only has 4, which really, I think 3 of those came in the first game. So he has very much been held in check, and he's going to need to perform a little bit better. Here are the lineups, folks, before this third game of the night. Like I said, not much changing from the last night. King Boo was pitching, and pretty much Dave is going with a 1-on, 1-off. As St. Matrix says, let's go! Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us. Dave likes to switch between King Boo and Diddy Kong on occasion, and King Boo started Game 7, so Diddy will start Game 8. Otherwise, the rest of the lineup is the same. King Boo in the leadoff, Dave in the 3, the Kongs in the 7, 8, 9. Really, I think it's the 5 through 9 where you have to be a little bit concerned with the hitting averages. Diddy's not too bad, batting .565, and Dixie doesn't do too bad as well. All the Kongs bat about .500, but I think the real fall-off, Dave is not hitting very well, and then the Yoshis hit about .400 or so. So, again, when you just look at what this team's doing, you feel like it should be enough, but you cannot get into a game against a team like the Birdo Bows and expect to win in the shootout. You got to hold them to probably under 7 if you want to have a chance to beat them tonight. Meanwhile, for the Birdo Bows, why would you change anything from last night? You put up 23 runs with the same batting order and the same pitcher. 4th start of the year for Red Magic Koopa. And like I said, the combination of them, they are among the best pitchers in the league. Red Magic Koopa is in the 13th spot with a 5 ERA and a 15 1/3. And I'm sure we will see Birdo relieving. It's pretty common. She has pitched 30 2/3 and has an impressive 3.42 ERA. The only person I could say that rivals that sort of clip right now in the league is Wario at a 3.46 with 28. So, All those things remaining the same for the Bows from last night. Those are the two teams. Let's get it rolling in Yoshi Park in Game 3. It will be the Diddy Monkeys to hit first, and it will be King Boo to lead off. They need it. Otherwise, they're going to drop to 4-4. Here we go. Third game of the night, folks. Make sure to follow us on TikTok at Super Sluggers. I will try to post those highlights. And King Boo will get us going here with a single that gets into the gap. Red Critter there in time before the train bowls him over. And King Boo will start off with a single. Pick attempt no good. Here is Red Koopa. Red Koopa is not too bad, batting about 500. That is going to get down as well. King Boo is not picked off at second, and so 1-2 get aboard here quickly with nobody out for Dave. But Dave, as I said, he has one home run, but otherwise is just batting .259 on the year. Could at least advance the runner here. You'd like to see him get a single or better. The 1-0 here on Dave. He's jammed inside line drive. There's two. They turn triple plays all the time in this league. It's like their fourth of the year. Another triple play, and they get out of the inning. Once again, this Burno Bows defense finds a way to clear the bases with another triple play, 6-4-3, and they're out of the jam after allowing hits to the first two hitters. Bottom of the first here. It's kind of crazy how much that has happened this year. Diddy Kong is in to pitch. He is getting the start tonight. Diddy Kong over his 7 games pitched, as that's grabbed by Blue Yoshi for the first out, is pitching 14 and 2/3 innings as an ERA of 6.68. And Dave has just joined us in the chat just in time to see that triple play, and just in time for the 2-3-4 section lineup that was responsible for a big chunk of this team's runs in the 23-4 victory to be up at the plate. Diddy is using these banana balls early, and Green Critter bites. But the fire gets Blue Yoshi. The error item gets him aboard. Unfortunate there. Like I said before, this team has really put it together, and last night, these three had a combo of like 15 hits, but unfortunately, King K. Rool cannot continue it. From 4 home runs, he ends up lining that one into a double play, and that's what the Diddy Monkeys need to keep this game close. It's tied to nothing after 1. That was huge. There's no doubt about to say that was an important get out for them, because then they can focus on the bottom half of the order, which is not really the dangerous threat for this Burno Bows side. They still do not too bad. They're one of the best hitting teams in the league. Let's not give them not take away all their credit, but the Critters and King K. Rool are the focus. The 1-2 on Green Hamburger Bowl will ground him out 4-3. This is Yellow Yoshi. He has 10 hits on the year, batting .417. And we'll take a look at strike 1. And he'll get it through the gap. So that's 1 out and 1 on. 1 out and 1 on here. Not too bad there. Nice job by Yellow Yoshi, now his compatriot, Blue Yoshi. Tiny Kong. Oh, it lines out to center field. Had a shot at that. Tiny Kong has been a good hitter this year, but instead lines that one out. Runners on first and second. Diddy Kong would like to get this one to take the lead. You have a runner in scoring position, but 2 out here, top of the second. Looks at ball 1. I thought that got over the plate, but it's 1-0 here on Diddy. He takes a big swipe at this one, and it just pulls foul. Unfortunate for Diddy there. A good context. There is the 4-3 with 2 out. That's a ground out. Unfortunate for Diddy Kong. They can't get any more. 8 people in here. Thank you for joining us. This is the SSSL. I'm Alec Rome, and you're tuned into a good one. It's scoreless right now, but that is what the Diddy Monkeys wanted. But you do have Red Critter, who likes to hit home runs. Does not here, just hits a nice contact single to right center field. That's the first out. That one is a bit of a pop-up there, and so now you have Red Shy Guy aboard, at least at the plate. This is on the ground, in the gap, but Yellow Yoshi's able to find that one, does not get the lead runner, and is able to get him to second. But still 2 out here for Berto, who found her second home run of the year the other night. Or no, it was the first home run, rather. She hit her first home run last night. This one could be good, though. It's deep, but it's not far enough. That is the end of the second inning. 0-0 after 2, folks. Gonna be a close one, I bet. Yep, she got her first home run of the year. I thought she had one in a different game, but she did not. Her first home run of the year last night against the Mario Fireballs. This is deep to center field. Watch out. I don't know if the train's going to get him. No, it doesn't. Luckily, avoiding the train for the first out. Back to King Boo, who might have had a single to start things off. It went 1-2 with a single, and Red Magic Koopa is trying to keep this off the plate. But this is curving inside, and 1-1. Dangerous here when King Boo wants to swing. Trying to keep this off speed here. Nice contact. Left center field. The train's there. It's deep. It's gone. Home run for King Boo. Home run for King Boo. Deep to left center, and it's 1-0. One nothing here. What a hit by King Boo, getting them on top of the scoring. Now Red Koopa deep to center field. Red Koopa at the wall. It's off the wall, and he's going to have a double. Air item in there, but I think that hit the wall to begin with. And now look at the Diddy Monkeys. They're starting to turn things here. 1 out in the top of the third. They have a 1-0 lead on the road. Like I said, they desperately need to get this thing turned around. Grab, though. There's the double play. Green Critter is able to stop things there. The solo shot by King Boo is the difference. It is 1-0 heading into the bottom of the third. Nice hit there by King Boo. It opens the scoring, but if you can get through these couple of players here, this is the 8-9-1 part of the order. You get back to the ever difficult 2-3-4. The 2-3-4 did not do amazing in their first time up. Diddy was able to hold them in check and holds Gray Shy Guy in check with a line out. Ball 1. On the ground here in the gap. And that's going to be 2 out quickly. So that is Red Magic Koopa grounding out. Now Red Yoshi. Here, bottom of the third. Close one here. Like I said, I expected this one to maybe be a little more high scoring for both sides. But this is what the Diddy Monkeys needed, and Red Yoshi's down 0-2. This could be a 1-2-3 if he uses another banana ball. The 0-2 is on the ground, and it will be 1-2-3. Ground out 4-3, and this is a defensive battle. Exactly what the Diddy Monkeys were hoping for. They have the lead right now, 1-0, with Hammer Bro and the Yoshis due up at the plate. Dave's got to be pretty happy, at least so far, but you also know the threat that the Berto Bows can bring, and at the bottom of the fourth, they're going to have the 2-3-4 up. Green Hammer Bro, nice way to get it going here with a single. Red Magic Koopa getting tired, like I said, this is about where we expect him to get tired out, is around the third or fourth inning, so this is very much on par, and Berto comes in and has been able to close most of the games out this season. It's grabbed by Green Critter, trying for first, got him at first for the double play. 6-3, close one at first, but Green Critter continues to be so consistent. Line drive, Green Critter's got it again, and that's a quick one there as well. Top of the fourth brings nothing more for the Diddy Monkeys. They're unable to extend their lead. On the road, the Berto Bows have the dangerous Critters and King K rule up at the plate here. Diddy's going to say, I'm out, brother. Like, King Boo, you got this, man. I got to get to the outfield so that I can rob these homers. And I think that's really smart because you got this deep part of the order. You got to get your Kongs in there. Deep there, there's the train at the wall. I'm not going to get to it. The train is on time. And Green Critter ties the game with a solo shot. On time for Green Critter, his 6th home run of the year. Ties this game at 1. You knew it could be dangerous, and the home field advantage for the Birdo Bows shows here. King K. Rool did not have a great first at-bat. Will contact hit this one in for a single, though, as it gets down right on top of Yoshi's face. Dave, unhappy to see that. Now you got Red Critter, who also has 6 home runs this season. We'll take a look at strike one. Nice pitch by King Boo to keep it off of a place he likes it, but he's set up for this one. This is deep to center field. It's at the wall. Watch out for the train. Not in time, though, as King K. Rool has to retreat. Dave says, Alec, please show mercy. Well, it is mercy right now. Right now, it's only a 1-1 game. It's a tie game with me at the plate. My betting has been okay, about 400. That gets on the ground. It will stay fair, and King K. Rool is able to get the second, so runners on first and second here for the Birdo Bows. Red Shy Guy on the ground. Slow one here. Does not get the double play. Had to make a tough play to Greenhammer, bro. He gets the play at first, but with 2 out and runners on second and third in a 1-1 game in the bottom of the fourth, Birdo is at the plate. Could she use a star swing? I think it's a good time for it, but it just depends on if she's going to do it. She will use it. Here's the egg. She's gotten runs in before like this, but it's grabbed by Yoshi. Grabbed by Yoshi. And that's the end of the inning. Doesn't work out for Birdo on a star swing, and we remain tied at 1 through 4. It's going to be a tight finish here with the Kong 7-8-9 due up in the top of the 5th. Folks, you join us at a good time. If you're here, we got 70 in. Make sure you stick around. Give us a like and a follow. It helps get other people into the stream and getting enjoying the SSSL like all of our owners have, and I have so far this season. Birdo sucks that one up for out number 1. Red Magic Koopa, not necessarily overstaying his welcome, but I would say has overstayed his expected time at the mound. IR Dallas says it's anybody's game. You're absolutely right, Dallas. Thanks so much for watching the stream. Deep to left field. The train is going to be there. That's getting off the wall. Diddy's going to have a double thanks to the train. And that will be there. Joe is in. King K. Rool is in there at the catcher spot. I see you, Joe. Welcome back, my friend. I'm glad you're here. Dixie here with 1 out, 0-1. You got a runner in scoring position with 1 out. You really would like to see her get a single here. It's not going to be that. The train is already passed. That is deep. Maybe Diddy tags up to third. He will try for it. No, he pulls back. Nice throw by Critter. He's got that arm, you know. Eli says, Alec, your team is so unpredictable. I know. I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on. King Boo on the ground. Grab. That's going to be tagged out. Nice job by Gray Shy Guy tagging the base. Caden says this stadium is the reason America is afraid of public rail transportation. Well, it's a warning track, Caden. What did you expect? It's a track. 1-1 still as we head to the bottom of the 5th. If this first 3, the 8, 9, and 1, get on base, the Birdo Bows have a shot at taking the lead. That gets on the ground, but it's thrown in time by Blue Yoshi. Last time the 8, 9, 1 and up, they went 1, 2, 3. And so I wouldn't be surprised if that happens again here to keep it tied at 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. King Boo has also been doing too well. I haven't talked about his ERA yet, but that will get down. Dave says a big issue during this losing streak has been the lack of clutch hitting, and it might happen again. We don't know. Red Yoshi on the ground, though. He's going to ground into... No, he doesn't ground into the double play. He does ground into an out, though. Blue Yoshi unable to get to it, and so now Green Critter's up with a runner in scoring position. Star swing, but it could be caught. It's not caught. It gets over the wall. Fires there, and Red Magic Koopa's going to get home. 2-1 now. That's the go-ahead single by Green Critter. And now you have King K. Rool up at the plate just over his head. It was a good hit, and now they take the lead. Green Bay Peyton says, the moment when you're watching Bruins Maple Leafs Game 7 and this at the same time, I know I need to put it on my screen. I got it on the TV in the other room. Too much sports going on right now, folks. King K. Rool takes the first one. Bottom of the 5th, 2-1. Birdo Bows trying to hold on at home here. Big swing, deep to left center. The pow ball could be there. The train could be there. It's over the head of Dixie. Gone. King K. Rool with his 9th of the season over the head of Dixie. And that's going to make a big difference in a low-scoring game. That was a bomb. Let's not get that wrong. And even she couldn't get to it over her head. And it's 4-1. That is it for King Boo. An unfortunate situation for him. I was going to say that King Boo had a 6.14 ERA. Very solid, but that is unfortunate to give up. That is going to be on the ground too, so Red Critter will get aboard with 2 out. And look at the 2-3-4 again. It is such a pivotal part of this team's identity. And the Birdo Bows have the 3-run lead, and even I am going to get a hit here to put 2 on. 2 on here. Desperately needing to get out of the inning. You have Green Hammer Bro at the mound. I don't know if he's started very much. That is going to get in the gap again, and the bases are loaded. You need to get out of this inning if you're the Diddy Monkeys. Dave is probably on the edge of his seat, and Birdo's back up, but her star swing didn't work last time. It was caught by one of the Yoshis. She takes strike 1 on the off speed. She has 1 home run. She got it in the last game, and she's got a big hit here, but it's grabbed by Tiny Kong in right field. It will end things, but still, the 2-run shot and the amalgamation of hits from the 2-3-4 crack it open. It's 4-1. The Diddy Monkeys have 6 outs to go. They have a shot. You have Green Hammer Bro due up, but Red Koopa and Dave have not been amazing. Red Koopa's been good when it comes to getting on base, batting .500. But you're going to need a few hits here, and that's not one of them. That is a weak hit to the pitcher, 1-3. And Red Magic Koopa has stayed around in this game. This is very much out of character for Red Magic Koopa. He normally does not last this long in the game. He probably averages about 3 innings pitched per game. And this is deep to center field and grabbed by me over my shoulder for the 2nd out. Now you got Green Hammer Bro here. Tough situation, 2 out. Can you get him out? Swing. Oh, no, doesn't swing, and that's a strike called on Green Hammer Bro. The off speed is swung on. And right to Birdo. 1, 2, 3. In the top of the 6th. Red Magic Koopa is lasting longer than we thought he would. He has the pace and has the distance here potentially to have his first complete game of the year if he decides to come back in the 7th. But I think Birdo should be the one to probably close it out here in a 4-1 game. It's a little bit too close. You will have the Kongs due up, and Grace Shy Guy is taking a drive to left field. Oh, it goes foul, not off the pole. 0-2 on Grace Shy Guy. That's a line out for the first one here. They have one more try to try and put some insurance runs on the board against the tough Diddy Monkeys team, but boy, do they need to find something in the top of the 7th. I don't remember who they have due up. Maybe it's the Kongs, but you really would have liked to see Green Hammer Bro do better at his at-bat. That's the power part of your lineup. Red Yoshi here as we're back to the top of the order for the Birdo Bows. 2 out here, though, quickly. And Red Yoshi will fly this one out to Dixie in center field. That is all the Birdo Bows can do. It was much different than what they did last night, where they put up 23 runs. They've only put up 4, but they've held very well, and that includes Red Magic Koopa. Will he come back here? He will stay in on the mound to start the 7th. I don't know if Dave likes that or hates it. Complete game opportunity here. I would have liked to see Birdo close it out and get the save. Instead, Green Critter will grab it for the first one. 2 outs away from a win at home and an improvement to 6-2. And Diddy and the Diddy Monkeys and Dave are 2 outs away from losing 4 in a row and going to 4-4 at 500. They need something. That is not something. That's a line out again to Green Critter, and they're down to their last out. Green Critter has pulled up a lot of hits. Red Magic Koopa has found a gem of a pitching effort tonight. Has lasted 6 2/3. He's 1 out away. Tiny Kong swings on this one. It gets over Birdo's head. That is a single. It does get Tiny Kong aboard with 2 out. That is something, and Red Magic Koopa will try to stay in. If you're Diddy, you got to unload the clip here, right? With a star swing. No, he looks at strike 1. He needs to use a star swing to get aboard. That's period. This is deep to left field, but it is flown out. That's the ball game. Diddy flies out to left, and the Monkeys have lost 4 in a row. And meanwhile, the Birdo Bows, in a completely different style game than they played last night, get this one done and win at Yoshi Park 4-1. They're 6-2. GG's to you, Dave. GG's, my friend. Well done. Sorry about the result. It's unfortunate, but hey, that is the days in this league can be quite crazy and differ quite a lot. That is for sure. So, Diddy Monkeys, 1, Birdo Bows, 4. Soul searching going to need to be done for this Diddy Monkeys team who's lost 4 in a row. They were one of the hottest teams in the league, and as I said, Dave thought that he lost the draft, but then was just on a heater, and now is in a different spot. Time to cheer himself up by watching the Bruins or the Leafs lose. I would prefer the Bruins, personally. That would be ideal. But hey, we'll have to find out for that one. I'll have to keep it on my eye here. Folks, we'll be right back. You may have to give me a couple extra minutes. I do have something to attend to. Got to get myself something to eat. So give me a few extra minutes here, folks, and then we'll be back with Game 4 of the night. That's the Bowser Jr. Rookies at the Luigi Knights at the Mansion. Should be a very intriguing one as we roll on here in the Triple SL. Come on back, listen to some lo-fi, give me a few minutes, and I'll have another game for you. Folks, I am almost there. I'm setting up this current game now. Make sure you grab a drink. I'll grab something to snack on, but that's next game, Bowser Jr. at Luigi's, coming up in just moments. Stick around, okay? Folks, there we go. Welcome back. Apologies about that. I had some stuff to take care of. Had to grab a little something. I didn't even fill up my iced tea yet. But, hey, it's game number 4. I know we lost a couple of you. And there is, Boston, Toronto going on right now. But the people that are still sticking around for baseball, and probably Caden and maybe Mitch that want to see their teams win tonight, I appreciate you and thank you for your patience. Now, let's get into the baseball talk. This is going to be another intriguing matchup. I told you that every single matchup tonight is pivotal for the teams, especially when we talk about that jockeying going on right now. You have a team in the Luigi Knights came into this one being at 4-3. This was the what happened tonight standings, and the Bowser Jr. Rookies down there at 3-4, tied with 3 other teams. It's going to look a little bit different than it does right now, or when that did. It looks different, but it is so pivotal for both of these teams that they find a win tonight. Luigi Knights have really just had this. It's almost a bit weird to explain how their season has gone. It feels like they had, big win against the Burrow Bows to start. Then they had a couple lost ones. They beat the Wario Muscles again. It's like they beat good teams to begin the season. Then they get smoked by Bowser. They beat the DK Wilds. Then they lose to Waluigi. They smoke Peach. We talk about unpredictable. The Luigi Knights are unpredictable. And guess what? They lost in a shutout in our last game, basically last night. You can't really predict what team Luigi is going to put out on the field, and so that's why they're 4-3. I think it's just law of averages in a way for them, but they have all the pieces. It is a dangerous squad. They have plenty of hitting power. They have plenty of good pitchers. Dark Bones is getting the start again tonight for the second time. So look, they were able to at least hold the Yoshi Eggs to 3, but I just don't know. It's really hard to tell what this is going to be like. In the meantime, Bowser Jr. Rookies were able to get a big victory in extra innings on a walk-off single by Bowser Jr., and now they have to go to the mansion tonight if they want to keep their playoff hopes alive and in the right direction. They could improve to 4-4. And like we said, we had a couple of those teams in the top tier drop a game tonight again. So it's definitely all for the taking. The parity is starting to, the parity's there essentially in this league now. We thought through the first 4 weeks, it's kind of a top tier and a bottom tier, but man, as it's starting to even out and get a little bit muddled now. Let's take a look at these teams, starting with the Bowser Jr. Rookies. It is still going to be about the same look. The only difference is Green Magic Koopa is getting the start because I believe it was Blue Magic Koopa 2 games in a row. It was, so Green Magic Koopa getting his second start of the season. Expected to be Blue Magic Koopa or Bowser Jr. to clean things out, but this is pretty much the same look for them as they had last night. Now for the Luigi Knights, Luigi, Darkbones, Mitch. Again, this is also the same look. If you were here last night or you've been watching around, same look. Darkbones gets his second start in a row. Firehammer Bro in the 5. All these sorts of things are pretty much the same for them. It really is just like, it's one of those games, as I take that away, where it's like we just kind of have to see what happens. We have 2 teams that have shown that they can win ball games, and they haven't changed anything. It's just who's going to show up tonight. That's pretty much all it is. We're at the mansion. One time Luigi shut out a team here. The other time he lost by 16. So I don't know if Mitch is watching. We'll see how this goes. Good luck to both teams. Good luck to Caden and Mitch. Here we go in our 4th game of the night. I hope you're enjoying it. We got highlights coming up on TikTok. I'll try to put one of them out from earlier here in a moment. Lots of stuff going on tonight, folks. Trying my best. Here we go. Game number 4. Bowser Jr. hitting first, and it will be Caden to lead us off. Game number 4. Darkbones getting us started here in Luigi Mansion. Always a bit spooky around here. Some strange things happen at this ballpark. There's no doubt about that. Luigi with a nice grab with the left hand for out number 1. Here is Green Magic Koopa. Again, if we look at the stats, as Green Critter for this team was good in the last game for the Birdo Bows, and no different here. Nice job there to get the second out. We look at the overall team stats. Luigi Knights are 7th in the league in team batting average at .476. Meanwhile, the Bowser Jr. Rookies below them and 10th at .413. Rookies are towards the bottom in most of the categories. That one does get down, though, so Bowser Jr. will get aboard again. He had that clutch single to win the game last night. Rookies have a slugging average of .573, team ERA of .848, but that is down from where it was that was close to maybe 11 or 12 a couple games ago. Green hammer, bro. This is a drive. It's deep to right field. The bomb could show up and cause an issue. This is slow, but not in time. Luigi's got that one. So that will be the end of the first half inning. Bottom of the first comes up soon. Luigi Knights get it rolling here with Luigi to lead off. On the ground. That's a 6-3. Luigi grounds that one out. He's not been great for this team either. If I want to say, it's okay, 400. He gets it done. He's had a triple. He had that clutch triple to win against the Wario Muscles. And what an off speed. Talk about off speed. God, that's off the ground, if I've ever seen it, for Green Magic Koopa. But it's not going to matter. Dark Bones times it up. He looked at the first one, knew where it was going to drop. Second time he hits that one. Daniel's in here also saying the same thing. I got to figure out what we're talking about. We got 1-1. Over the head of Bowser Jr. That's been a problem for Bowser Jr., folks. And now we've got Dark Bones. What the hell's going on here? Mitch has got a double and Dark Bones gets home. And it's 1-0 early. A lot of crap happened over there. Let's take a replay. It went off the gravestone, and as Dark Bones was turning, there's the bananas. He hops, then a ghost. Just so much stuff out there. I told Mitch that they need to mow the lawn out there, but maybe this was to their benefit this time. I had to mow my lawn today as well. It was getting real tall. It was about as tall as this lawn right now, not going to lie. 1-0 here. Green Magic Koopa v. Green Magic Koopa battle here. And that one is past Bowser Jr. again. I got to be honest, folks. I am unsure if Bowser Jr. is meant to be at shortstop. I know Cade might not want to hear that, but there's been a lot of that shit happening in the season for him. And that's such a pivotal position that I just wonder if you maybe go with somebody else. Nice double play, though. Lined it out 4-3. Gets him at first. We're still there, but it's 1-0 after that double, which got Dark Bones home. Bit of a weird inning and a weird way to start this one, but hey, I told you, this stadium creates weird things. Poltergeists, all the strange parts of baseball we don't normally see. That's some magic there to get Blue Magic Koopa out on the first at-bat of this second inning. Green Toad. Ball one. One and two. I think Bon Monniera's candy box is what I've been. This is a quick Google search. I'm a little bit embarrassed that I don't know what it is. Green Toad gets aboard, though, on the 1-2 count, and it'll bring up Goomba. This has been put in the chat a couple times, and I'm just like, Oh, man, Powball there still is able to get the one. Prevented Green Critter from turning two. So I guess that's something, but there's still two out. So Goomba on the fielder's choice gets to first. Here's Green Koopa. Line drive, but it goes foul. And so 0-2 here. Dark Bones has been doing not too bad. And Green Critter grabs that one again. Daniel says, wee. Okay, good. I'm glad I got that this time. I did take French in high school. I can tell you 0 is the number of runs the Bowser Jr. rookies have scored through 2. Bottom of inning, here for Green Shy Guy. The pomme de terre, potato. I wish I remembered more, folks. I took French for like 4 years, and I just gone. That's what the American education system does to you, folks. 0-1. Completely off topic. 0-1 here on Green Critter, who had a nice little look at something earlier. Again, this team batting .476. Green Critter is, compared to some of the other critters in the league, maybe, I don't know if you can say underperforming. He's batting now with his 12th hit of the year. He's batting .440. There might be a library in this mansion, Caden. Not going to lie. I'm sure there has to be one. The 0-1 here on Green Toad is trying to bunt. I like the bunt idea with 2 on and nobody out. he likes to do it. Now just a swing, and that will do just as well. Will do just as well. So now Green Paratroopa, bases loaded. Bottom of the second, one-run game for the Luigi Knights here at home. Bowser Jr. rookies are trying to stay in a good position. And the Luigi Knights trying to get space from this exact team. The double play 4-6-3 is not going to be a triple play. It will get one home, though. Basically, a sack single in some sort of weird way. That will be the end of it for Green Magic Koopa. I think it's a good time to relieve him, but he didn't really last that long, and I don't know if we expected him to. Bowser Jr. comes in, though, and cleans it up. After 2, it's 2-0 as we head to the top of the third. That gets in for a base hit. Joe, no, King K. Rool is not small. He's not small. He's a big boy. Big man. Big man with big home runs. That's for sure. I think he's perfect. Double play. That's pretty nice. Bone double play. That's for sure. Well, what am I doing? I don't even know why. I'm going to let you guys speak the French in the chat, all right? I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so... No wonder why we dropped from 6 to 4 viewers. Anyway, foul off here by Green Magic Koopa. Again, a 2-0 game, top of the third, 1-2 count here for Green Magic Koopa. And guess where that went? It went to Green Critter at second base. Can't be surprised by that. And it's 3 straight innings with no score for the Bowser Jr. rookies. Again, these teams, there's certain teams in this league now as we've gotten through, near through 8 weeks, that we just know which teams need to play this type of game, and the Luigi Knights are one of them. We saw them blow a team out, like it's possible, but most nights of the week they're going to need to play this style of game, and right now it's working out for them. Over the head, they're going to have 2 aboard with nobody out. Off of the foot of Mitch will get Dark Bones to third just in time, and that's a nice way to start the bottom of the third, to put some distance in between them and potentially put some distance in between these two teams on the standings. But a line drive will force Dark Bones to go back to third, and Mitch is way out of position. That's 2 out. Fire Hammer Bro could have honestly been amongst the league leaders in home runs, but has had so many of them robbed this season that he only has 1. This is a deep drive, though, to the wall. That's going to bring home Dark Bones. Make it 3-0. So a nice single. That is just his 3rd RBI of the year, which I find to be kind of insane. Luigi has the most RBIs on this team with 8, but everybody in here has at least 1. A bit surprising. I got to admit, I thought that Fire Hammer Bro would have a lot more RBIs, but that's what I said. All robbed, pretty much. Blue Magic Koopa grabs that one with his magic. So they're able to add 1 more. They go 1 every inning. They got 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. If you do your math, that's 1, 2, 3. And it's 3-0 after 3. Top of the fourth for the Bowser Jr. rookies. Here in a close one. They have not really found anything to say here in the first couple innings when it comes to being at the plate. And they're batting .413, but boy, it's just been a bit rough. Green Hammer Bro, he does lead. He's amongst the league leaders in home runs with 6. This is a big ball. It's deep to center field. Mitch is underneath it, and he got it. Got it to Luigi. Luckily avoided the bananas, and that's 2 out. Here for Blue Magic Koopa, back in here for the Bowser Jr. rookie. Strike 1. I don't know about that one. That one looked outside. That one looked outside as well, but Lakito's calling that, folks. 0-2. Takes a swing on that one, and Blue Magic Koopa gets aboard. Hits that right down the dirt path in center field. Well, thank you, everybody, for showing up tonight. Caden, Daniel, I know we lost a few people, arguably to a good content in the Game 7 between Boston and Toronto. But for those of you who stuck around, thank you so much for doing so. This is deep to left center field. Watch out. And, does go around the graveyard. Hard to keep track of when you're running for a ball, but Mitch does that nicely. 4 innings in a row with a 0. And if we go based on how the patterns are going, it'll be 4-0 at the end of this inning. But, of course, can't just assume that. We have to play it. Luigi Knights could go to 5-3 and have a nice winning record. Heading towards the trade deadline. Again, the trade deadline, folks, is at the end, or at the beginning, rather, of game day 11. It's a hard deadline. If you want to make any sort of swaps, we have some extras of the duplicate characters. You probably see that some of the characters, like the Green Magic Koopas, are duplicated, which means they could be drafted up to 2 times. So we do have a couple extra that were not drafted twice that could still be taken out of free agency. Or trades. We've only seen one trade in the middle of the season. That was Baby Mara and Red Noki. And so far for the Yoshi Eggs, they liked that trade. Eli openly states that he thinks he got the better side of that trade, all things considered. Meanwhile, Wario, who took Red Noki in that trade, is playing in our next game. P-Dad will hopefully be back around. We hit about 9 o'clock. And that is a ground out. Blue Magic Koopa not able to get anything else. It does advance the runners nicely for the leading RBI hitter on this team, Luigi, to maybe get another one home here and extend the lead. Right down the middle, slow one, but Luigi did not want to bite yet. 0-1. The 0-1 is swung on, and guess what? Oh, no, it's grabbed, and they are way the hell out of position. I don't think they expected Green Magic Koopa to get to that one, but that's a 6-4 double play. So the trend stops here in the 4th inning, but they're still up 3-0. Plenty of opportunities, though. You got Goomba, who had some pretty clutch hits. He's still not batting amazing, batting .292. But, yeah. Meanwhile, probably one of the worst hitters in the league is up at the plate right now. 3 for 24, batting .125. I honestly think that he could be in conversation. I mean, he might have some chemistry with this team, but hey, look at that. All he needed was a little bit of negative reinforcement, some trash talk, and he gets his 4th hit of the year. But Green Koopa, I don't know if he might have chemistry with this team, so maybe that's a reason why you don't get rid of him, because he might have chemistry with Bowser Jr., but it's not what you hope for. You hope for at least to get him to 300. Yeah, 4-26. I don't know. You hope to get him to 300, or at least like 250, not 125. He's a little bit better than 125 now. And hey, look at this, folks. Bowser Jr., 2 on with 1 out. If you can get Caden going, he'll get it on the ground. On the ground, tags it. Double play. Green Critter does an amazing play again. Gets it on the ground. That is going to be the inning. 5 in a row. Zeros for the Bowser Jr. rookies. They are in threat of getting shut out. This would be the Luigi Knights' potential 2nd shutout of the year. They did it to the Birdo Bows right here in the first week of the season, and they are threatening to do it again. Darkbones flies out quickly to left on the first pitch. That is 1. On the ground, that's going to be 2. Blue Magic Koopa gets it again. Oh, grabbed again. Green Magic Koopa grabbed again. That is the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3, just like that. A great effort, got to admit, from Bowser Jr. and this rookie's team. They're holding them close. They have just not found the time to get the scoring, and I think the time's now. You got Green Magic Koopa, you got the captain, and then Green Hammer Bro. I think this is no better time than right now to get some hits and tie this game up. This is a ball that's going to be high in right center field. Fire could come. No, not in time. Luigi's got it. It's 1 out. So desperately, you got to get Bowser Jr. aboard here to have Green Hammer Bro look at a shot at getting his 7th home run of the year, and that will not get down. Mitch has got that one. That's 2 out, and so now Green Hammer Bro just needs to get on base or something. He needs to do more than what he's doing. This ball is deep to right field. This could get gone. It would stay fair. It will. Home run. A solo shot for Green Hammer Bro. And they cut the lead by 1. They couldn't have anybody else on the base paths, but Green Hammer Bro finds his 7th home run of the year. That is a big one. It gets them a little bit closer. Now with 2 out, though, Blue Magic Koopa, again, you really wish you had a couple on base there. It would have made a even closer or potentially a tie game. But they have struggled at the plate today. And there's Green Magic Koopa screwing that up, hopping over the ball. Don't know if it'll be an error, but it's certainly not a great play by him, and that will put one aboard. And Green Toad, folks, hold on. He's got a home run this year. He's got one. Will it be a second? No, this is a fly out to center field, no error item. That will be it. So one, it's a solo shot from Green Hammer Bro. That's not bad as Sean Pollock shows up and says, hey, what up? Good to see you, Sean. Welcome in. This is the SSSL, craziest baseball league on the internet. And we're playing an interesting one right now. This is our 4th game of the night. We've had some really good ones. A lot of close ones. A lot of low-scoring ones, honestly. Considering how it went last night, we had a couple games that were low-scoring. This is on the ground here in the bottom of the 6th for Fire Hammer Bro, who has just not been able to find anything. 3-1. Luigi Knights are hoping to go to 5-3 on the season. Strike 1 on Green Shy Guy. On the ground. How about a 6-3 to make it 2 away? 2 away here for Green Critter. This is the type of hitter you need to maybe add some insurance. This is a line drive. It's going to get down. It's fair. He will get aboard with 2 out. That is something. We have 2 more games to go tonight, folks. Don't go anywhere. We still have plenty to play. This gets down as well. Hold the phones here. Hold your horses. 2 on, 2 out. Bowser Jr. rookies need to get out of this inning to have a shot here in the top of the 7th, the final inning. Green Paratrooper on the ground. Grabbed by Blue Magic Koopa. Can he get him at first? He does. And that will be the end of it. Luigi Knights have nothing more they can do right now. They just need to get 3 outs. And they could potentially go to 5-3. Here we go, folks. The critical inning up next. The first pitch is a strike here for Dark Bones. It's Goomba at the plate. Goomba cannot find a hit. It's sucked up by Green Magic Koopa. They're down to 2 outs. Down to 2 outs here, folks. This one over the head as well. And that's off of Mitch. So, hey, that's something. Green Koopa gets aboard. Green Koopa gets aboard here, folks. Now you got Green Dry Bones, who's a very good hitter. We know he's capable. The Peach Monarchs love him. This is a good hit that's going to get into the gap. Green Koopa could turn for third. He could maybe even try for home. This is at least a double. He's going to have a double here with 1 out. Top of the 7th. The Bowser Jr. rookies have won games in the last inning, and they've lost them in the last inning this season. And once again, here we are. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. They're going to try for a squeeze bunt. It could work to get 1 there, the POW item. But hold on, they could get the runner at home. They could get a double play. No, he's safe. So it is a sack bunt. A sack bunt will get them within run, but they're down to their last out. I don't know if I like it or not. I think it's probably fair in the situation to try and at least get 1. Now all you need is a single, but Luigi's going to try and come in here and close the game out. A steal again for home. It's off the edge of the bat, and that almost worked for some weird reason. Trying again. Ball. He's stealing for home, and he gets sent back to 3rd. Nice side. Ball 1-1. He's going to try again. This time it doesn't work. Is he out of position? No. They're down to the last strike. 1-2. Here we are again down to the last strike for the Bowser Jr. rookies. And it's over the head. Tie game. Goes past Green Magic Koopa. We're tied at 3. And we're going to see a bottom of this inning. Oh my goodness. We're going to see a bottom of the inning. As it goes past Green Magic Koopa. The bunt works. That will be the end of it. Luigi Knights need 1 in the bottom of the 7th. Otherwise, we're going to extras. It will be the 3rd potential game that the Bowser Jr. rookies might go to extra innings, but we still have a difficult part of the lineup. Luigi, Dark Bones, and Mitch. Caden says he's definitely getting a noise complaint for that. Hey, it's a good reason to do it, man. You got to root for him. That is on the ground. Oh, no, it's just grabbed off the ground. Luigi's out of there. That's a big one. Sean loves Luigi for his excellent strategy. He does have great strategy. And really, Bowser Jr. had some great strategy there for the sack bunt. It was a really well-executed sack bunt, and they only needed a single. Dark Bones is going to get aboard with a single here with 1 out. They just need 1. Bowser Jr. getting tired. He's had a great pitching affair, but he needs to get him out of this. Mitch, though, is a good hitter. Mitch might have a home run this season. He does. He has one home run. This is grabbed by Blue Magic Koopa. We're going to extra innings again in the Triple SL. The Bowser Jr. rookies are a magnet for extra innings games, and here we are with 7 people joining us at a perfect time. We're going to extras here at the mansion, starting with Green Hammer Bro, the 6 home run, now 7 home run hitter for the Bowser Jr. rookies. Top of the 8th in a 3-3 game. Here we go. This ball is deep, but it's going to go foul. Again, I keep forgetting to hit the clip button. I'm always so focused on the action, I forget to hit the button that allows me to clip. It makes it easier. Deep to right field. It is gone. Go ahead, Homer. For Green Hammer Bro, his second of the game. His second of the game. I'll hit the clip button for that. They go ahead by 1 all the way into deep right field, and he does his little twirl and point to the crowd. Oh, man, what a homer. What a home run at a perfect time, and Green Magic Koopa will grab that one for the first one, but man, oh, man, was that absolutely clutch. Strike 1 on Green Toad, who also has a home run this year. They're up 1 in extra innings. But you just never know, folks. 4-3. Strike 3. That's out. I almost thought it was an 0-2 count. Got caught looking at that one, did Green Toad. Strikeout for Luigi. 2 out here. And make it 3 unless this causes an issue. It will. It's an error item. So Goomba will be aboard thanks to the error item. Goomba gets aboard, and now you have Green Koopa. Green Koopa is not a good hitter, but he found his 5th hit of the season in this game. Or 4th, rather. Could it be a 5th? This is on the ground. Another POW item! And that's going to be another error on Green Magic Koopa. And somehow this inning is still going. It's the top of the 8th. Extra innings here. This is going to get down. Single here. Will Goomba try for home? He will. Play at the plate. He's out. He's out at the plate. Out at the plate. That's the end of the inning. Goomba gave it his all, tried and turned from third to go home, and he's tagged out at the plate. That will end it. That will end the top of the 8th. We're in extra innings. Luigi needs 1 to tie or 2 to win. In a big spot with Green Hammer Bro finding his way back up here. Or Fire Bro, rather. Fire Bro could potentially be up for this side with a chance to win the game. Fire Hammer Bro only has 1 home run. Paintball's getting used here for Bowser Jr. on the 0-1. This is swung on deep to left center. Watch out for the bomb. Not in time. There's 1 away. If there's anybody that you need to show up at this moment in the season, it's Fire Hammer Bro. And that's why Bowser Jr. will put in Blue Magic Koopa to try and seal this and get the save. Fire Hammer Bro needs a big one. Takes ball 1. Nice eye. Has plenty of time. Up ahead in the count. Got to look for your pitch. Swung on that one, decides to. That was curling outside, but he still gets contact on it. It will be a single. I really thought he was going to lay off on that one, but decided to swing. Now here's Green Shy Guy here. Bottom of the 8th, they need 1. Swings on this one. On the ground, could be a 4, 6, 3 to end the game. Game over. In the top of the 7th, the Bowser Jr. rookies find a way to tie it. And they get a solo shot again, thanks to Green Hammer Bro, who had 2 in the game, 7 on the season, and they steal this one at the mansion 4-3. Well, you want to talk about getting out of the house just in time in a horror movie. You get out of the graveyard, you get out of the mansion just in time. Look at that. In extra innings, they do it again. The Bowser Jr. rookies are winners. And they improved to 4-4. They are going in the right direction. They found wins against the Bowser Monsters, now the Luigi Knights, and the Birdo Bows a couple weeks ago as well. They are turning it around, and they are in the playoff hunt. Wow, what a thing. In the meantime, guess who they're tied with? And now the Bowser Jr. rookies have hopped thanks to the head-to-head. Well, It's the Luigi Knights. Luigi Knights have dropped to 4-4, and now they're going to be battling amongst the pack in the middle to try and keep a playoff spot with a long season still ahead of us. Folks, 2 more games. The next one's going to be a great one. Mario Fireballs at Wario City at night. I'm going to get something to eat. We're going to set that next game up. Do not go anywhere. We got great baseball coming up. Folks, welcome on back, baby. Summertime in the city here in Wario City for our 5th game of the night. And honestly, folks, this is potentially the most important one. I may take a little 60-second breather break in between this analysis and when the game starts, because I got it up, but I still need to get my iced tea because I haven't filled this up in like an hour or so. So, hey, commentator, we need that agua. We need something, to keep us going. Both of these teams are incredible. Let's get it plain. The Wario Muscles have been on a tear. They were able to win at the Daisy Flowers in game week 7 and cement themselves as now the best team in the league by the record. 6-1. They've been able to put up a lot of runs, and they've just been so consistent, and they have good pitching. They have two of the best pitchers in the league in Yellow Magic Koopa and Wario. There is no doubt about that. In the meantime, you have Mario Fireballs, who were on an absolute tear through this league. Besides having that one loss earlier to the Daisy Flowers, 6-5, they were on a tear, and then they ground to a halt last night when the Birdo Bows decided to hang 23 on them at Mario Stadium in Malice at Mario Stadium. It is going to be an intriguing matchup, to say the least, to see how these teams respond. I think the Wario Muscles are obviously the favorite, considering how well they've been pitching, but we see their one loss was to a Luigi Knights team that gritted that game out. And if the Wario Muscles end up having a team with good defense and they just happen to get stuffed on the mound and at the plate, they're going to be in trouble. And I think that the Mario Fireballs had an off night last night. Let's just get it right. Everybody's going to have an off night in this league, and the Birdo Bows were on. But the Mario Fireballs are pretty much a walking 7 runs. And there's only been maybe, 2 games this season? 3. There's been 3 games this season in which the Wario Muscles has scored above 7 runs. That's about 500, which means I think that this is truly a coin flip game. I don't think that this is maybe necessarily 60-40 Wario Muscles' favorite, but maybe it's 53-47. It's a hard one to call. And let's take a look before we get going in this 5th one, starting with the Mario Fireballs. Their lineup has not changed. And folks, if you've been watching this stuff, you know that this is an all-chemistry lineup down the line. I have hammered these points home in your head. They applied last night. They will apply again tonight. Their strengths are they have great chemistry and everybody can get hits. And I think that chemistry helps everybody get hits. They have one of the best averages in the league at 547. They're the best hitting team in the league still when it comes to just average. And they can still get home runs. They have a team that finds home runs. As a team, they have 14 home runs on the year. That's probably 3rd in the league. So again, all those things being said, those are their strengths. The weaknesses are they can be a little bit weak when it comes to the fielding. They left a lot of balls in the gap, and last night they let up a lot of homers. They let up 8 home runs and absolutely got torched, and that did not help. And it's not the first time when we look at the amount of home runs they let up. They let up 13 home runs added with that. So minus that, they let up 5 before. It's not bad, but hey, we know that they can do it. They could potentially let up some things. And if we look at the stat leaders, after last night's performance, and really still throughout the season, opponent batting average for Mario is at 500, which, by the way, folks, as I take away, I want to get this clear. 500 opponent batting average means they're allowing 1 out of every 2 at batters that they face to get on base. That is 3rd worst in the league, just ahead of the Peach Monarchs and the Bowser Jr. rookies. That is an anomaly, considering what this team's record is, 5-2. That is certainly an anomaly, and that's something we're going to have to watch. And the Wario Muscles, they know how to hit. They're 3rd in the league in hitting average, 4th in slugging, and they have the best team ERA. I think the Wario Muscles are also built like the Birdo Bows were last night to take them down. So, yeah, that's a concern. You have to bring that down. Obviously skewed because of the 23-run game last night. That's why I didn't really mention ERA in the conversation. But hitting average is different. There's still a lot of hitters there's still a lot from this season, right? So that's still concerning that even with that one anomaly game, you're still near the bottom of the totem pole. So that's really something you're going to have to focus on. Can they just prevent hits? Can the defense hold up? And the pitching do well enough to get him across the board. Andrew is 15th at 5.69. He starts again tonight with a 5.69 ERA. But you really need everybody else to show up. And once you go past Mario, maybe Red Me, we're in deep water with this bullpen. Meanwhile, for the Wario Muscles, folks, it is Toadsworth. This is a new look. Parker has decided to make some switches after letting it be for 7 weeks of the season. His team's 6-1, so letting it be was fine, but he's still looking to make some changes. A little bit of an order change when it comes to the left to right field. Now Parker's in right, Yellow Pianta in center. But for the most part, the infield looks about the same. It's the batting order where things change. Yellow Magic Koopa gets the start tonight. But Toadsworth is now the leadoff batter. Wario is in the 4. And then I think it's about the 6 through 7, which are different. But that top half of the order looks a little bit different. Some shifting down as Toadsworth's now the leadoff. A little bit more chemistry connection there. That should make it interesting. Folks, I will be back in 60 seconds for potentially a great game. It's a game of the season potential candidate. We just have to see how it rolls out here in Wario City. It's the Muscles and the Fireballs on the back half of this break. I'll be back in 60 seconds. All right, folks, thanks for sticking around. Whew. Okay, here we go. We're going to eat a couple chips here. Wario Muscles are going to bat first here in our 5th game of the night. We got one more after it. We got an interesting one at the end. It's the Peach Monarchs back at home trying to get their second win against a team that is also trying to get their second win. That's kind of our little secret nightcap, essentially, for you. But here we go. This is a big one. Let's get it going. Toadsworth now in a new look batting order. Goes ahead and, hey, new look Toadsworth. How about that? That's a single for Toadsworth. A lot of players on this side, including Wario. We talk about it a lot. Wario is a hit leader in this league with 23 hits. But coming up behind, you still have now Green Critter for the Birdo Bows at 22. Bowser at 20. That's going to be an interesting look there. That's a ground out that does advance the runner. Or really a bunt, rather, that advances the runner. Here's Yellow Pianta. Like I said, this is one of the best average hitting teams in the league. You really have to try and stop them with good defense. This ball, though, is deep to right field. He's not going to get to this one if it stays fair. It is gone just over the wall. And Yellow Pianta starts the scoring. 2-0. Yellow Pianta's 3rd home run of the year for this team. The only player that doesn't have a home run on this Mario... Or excuse me, sorry, Yellow Pianta for this team's 5th of the year. 5th of the year for the Wario Muscles, and it's 2-0. Both teams have a Yellow Pianta. It's the 5th of the year for this Yellow Pianta for the Wario Muscles, and now the Hit King. is not going to get one here. Surprising that Wario grounds out. But hey, when Yellow Pianta hits a 2-run shot to right, that makes up for it. 2 out here for Parker. He is also one of the better hitting me's in the league, but I can't even get that sentence out before he grounds it out to second base. 2-run shot by Yellow Pianta. Nice job. That will make the difference. But Mario gets a chance to respond. They really could not last night. Yellow Magic Koopa, the best pitcher in the league when it comes to ERA. Through about 15 innings, and that is just a poor choice. But hey, there's the air item. He's still out. Wario fights through it and gets him at first. That was so close. I really thought that was safe. Ball one here on yellow or blue Pianta. He has 3 home runs for this Mario Fireball side. Only one player, Andrew, does not have a home run for the Mario Fireballs this season, and everybody has double-digit hits. Again, Andrew the bottom with 11, but everybody pretty much has 15 or above for this Mario Fireball side. They're so consistent, averaging 547. 0-1 here. Mario with a deep drive. That is deep to center field. New look outfield, but it's grabbed by Yellow Pianta in center for the second out. That was right off the bat. Hot off the bat, to say the least. But it was robbed by Yellow Pianta at the wall to keep it a 2-run game. Grabbed at the wall. Nice job by those two. Have robbed a lot of stuff this season as well. The Yellow Pianta for the Mario Fireballs has 2 home runs. And this could be a deep drive. Right field. Bomb could be in, or it's the end of the inning. It's the end of the inning. They're able to keep it scoreless after some threats and some deep balls to the outfield. It's 2-0 here at Wario City. Summertime in the city. Top of the second, here we come. It's Yellow Magic Koopa, and he will immediately hit one off of Andrew to lead off the inning. Fire Hammer Bro with a drive. Will they get there in time? He will grab it. Red Me grabs it in center field. A deep drive by Fire Hammer Bro, who has 5 for this team, but not going to find a 6th. You just felt they were going to get there in time. Good positioning. The Mario Fireball showing up with the defense tonight. They did not last night, but they're here right now. 1 out here for Red Noki with a man on first. That's going to be a 4-6-3 double play. They get out of this one nicely. The outfields are going to make a difference, and especially going to make a difference if we get to some deeper parts of each bullpen. Keep an eye on that. Bottom of the second, 2-0. Wario Muscles could be the first team to get to 7 wins. They could improve to 7-1, but if the Mario Fireballs are able to get this one done, as Yellow Toad gets to second on a double thanks to that arrow. Runner in scoring position for the Red Me. 2-0. Nobody out here. Contact hit, and it's going to get in the gap. Runners on the corners. Nobody out here, and Mario Fireballs have a real opportunity to get something done here with Red Toad at the plate. Like I said, everybody on this team except Andrew has a home run. Anybody can do it. This is a deep drive. It's going to get in the gap. It's getting down. Yellow Toad is going to get home, probably. Oh, man, did they give it a try. That is for sure. The Piantas with the 2 lasers try to get him out at home, but that will be a run. Yellow Toad just in time, as you can see there. Real close. 2-1. Yellow Magic Koopa, though, getting tired. That's a little bit concerning. He's only pitched 15 innings. He averages probably about 2 or 3 innings pitched, so I guess this is close to normal, but you really would like to see him go a little bit further. Meanwhile, Wario tends to carry when it comes to the innings pitched. This will be it's off the plate. Gets there in time. So it was a bad chemistry throw. Able to get back to the bag in time was Blue Noki, but that could have been a disaster. Could have been bases loaded, nobody out. But they at least have 1 out with runners on second and third for Red Pianta. Again, Mario Fireballs have a shot here. That's getting in the gap, tie game. Red Toad is going to go for home, but the laser throw, maybe he gets back. Close one. No, he's safe. I thought Red Noki would tag him out. Red Noki was closing in on Red Toad to try and chase him down, but does not get him. That is enough to get Red Me home, though, and it's a tie game. That is it for Yellow Magic Koopa. 2 runs allowed on 2 1/3. Or really 1 1/3, so not going to really help his ERA, but now Wario has to step in a little bit earlier than expected, fly out to right, but it's not going to be enough for a sac fly. It stays 2-2 here, but you have Blue Pianta, 3 home runs on the year, batting .517, with a chance to put this one in the hands of the Fireballs early. The splitter here, though, the first time we see that today, a strike on Blue Pianta. Wario likes to use them a lot. Ooh, didn't get that one. That was close, but it's 1-1. Now going to use a splitter again. Blue Pianta is sitting on the inside ball. It's going to get to right field, but it's not getting down in the glove of Parker. And we are tied after 2 innings of play. It's 2-2. Back up towards the top of the order. The 9-1-2 is what we're looking at for the Wario Muscles. Blue Noki here, top of the 3rd. I want to say thank you so much, folks, that you've been watching. We're getting a little small little community of consistent views. I'm seeing the views tick up a little bit on YouTube. I like to get those highlight videos out. Now that I'm back in Omaha and you know I'm getting settled again a little bit. I'm hoping that we'll get at least 1 or 2 1-hour cuts out this week. Trying to balance that with work and life and friends and all those sorts of things, man. But here we are. 0-1, but yeah, the views on the live streams have been great, folks. So I really appreciate your support and your support of the league in general. Toadsworth gets aboard. Look at that. Toadsworth's got another hit, man. Toadsworth is just finding it. He started coming in the game batting .296, but I feel like he's always just improving a little bit. Unfortunately, that's a lined out double play, and that will be the end of that section for the Wario Muscles. Chance for the Mario Fireballs to take the lead here with a Pianta. That's the thing. There's no rest with this lineup. You either have a Pianta or Mario or a Me up that could cause an issue. And that's what we're seeing right now here. Mario versus Wario here in Wario City. The 0-1 is swung on, and it will get down. Nice single on the splitter. Found the right ball, and Mario's aboard. Here is Yellow Pianta. Like I said, 2 home runs, 14 RBI for the Mario Fireballs. The 1-0 swung on. Gets over the head. That's going to be another single. 2 on. Nobody out. These are the types of innings that we've seen this team start to snowball into some big runs, some big innings. They have runners on first and second with nobody out, but this is not quite an infield fly, and Yellow Pianta is able to get to it in time. Basically shallow center, so now 1 out, could potentially get a double play to end the inning for Red Me. Red Me has been also not too bad. Again, consistent hitter, but probably towards the bottom, batting .464. This ball is on the ground, deep by Blue Noki, but what a double play. Wario is there. That is a 3-6-1 double play. Nice coverage by Wario, and we're tied at 2. What a double play that was, folks. Blue Noki was unable to get to the bag, but awareness from the captain keeps this game tied. We are going into the top of the 4th. Swing and a miss, strike 1 on Yellow Pianta. Jammed on the inside of the bat. Andrew doesn't get it, but Red Pianta will. That's the first. So, Yellow Pianta for the Wario Muscles, a bit disappointing. This team has 13 home runs. Surprisingly, one of them, not a single home run, has come from Wario, but he's still averaging .742. And would you look at that? He finds another hit. He is so consistent, has over 21 singles this year. That's his bread and butter. Like I said, when I told everybody in this league at the beginning of the year when it comes to what matters in this game, I know home runs help, but what matters is, will your player get on base? Will they get singles? Singles, singles, singles. This is a 4-6-3, though, to end the inning. An unfortunate non-single for Parker. That ends the top of the 4th after scoring 2 off of a 2-run shot. It has been 0 since then. Here comes Red Toad. Red Toad Andrew, and then back to the top of the order for the Mario Fireballs. They're due up here in the 4th. The 0-1. Another splitter. This is a drive. Not going to be deep enough, though. Red Toad, not a bad effort on the splitter, but not good enough. Andrew came into the game batting .379. Not bad for a me. It's about middle of the road, I would say. And he's going to take a look at this splitter, but he's going to ground that one out. 6-3 as well. And so we're seeing some quick innings here. Really some defensive battles tonight, folks. Yeah, I mean, most of our games, we've only seen one game, the Daisy Flowers, where they scored 13 unanswered after being down 6-0 to defeat the Bowser Monsters on the road. That was a surprising result. Not surprising the Daisy Flowers come back, but just how much they scored unanswered. But the rest of the games tonight, folks, a reminder of the results that happened tonight. Berto Bose winning at home 4-1 against Diddy. 8-1 Yoshi win at the Waluigi Spitballs, and the Bowser Jr. Rookies in that last game won 4-3. It's been a lot more low scoring than I even expected, and that is going to be the end of the fourth. Nothing is added on here. We are still stalemated at 2 after 4. Top of the 5th here for Yellow Magic Koopa. Did not have an amazing stint on the mound, but maybe he can make up for it with a big hit. Deep to left field. There's the geyser. And it is gone. Home run. Andrew couldn't get to it in center field. I think that was the red me that got blasted by the geyser. And that was a blast off for Yellow Magic Koopa. 3-2, they take the lead. Yellow Magic Koopa's first home run of the year couldn't have come at a better time. Now Fire Bro over the head of Blue Toad, and he's on. Could get to second. No, he stays at first. Koopa to Magic, Parker says. What an ideal time for that. That is for sure. Yellow Magic Koopa making up for an okay pitching stint. But now Red Noki will ground into a 6-4-3. She has been okay, to say the least. She's probably about 4 for 12 or maybe 4 for 11, but not amazing for the Wario Muscles. It's something, though. She's playing her position, okay? Line drive, that will end it, but that's all they needed was one. They take the lead. Thanks to that Yellow Magic Koopa home run. I don't know if I would have picked him to hit the homer to take the lead in this game, but that's what happened, folks. Blue Pianta, though, don't you worry. The Mario Fireballs are well within striking distance, but not there. Fire Bro with a nice grab. Bottom of the 5th, 3-2 game. The Mario Fireballs are trying to level themselves with the Wario Muscles in the standings. Could make a big difference when it comes to who gets the first round bye. Now with the Berto Bose crawling up the order and the Daisy Flowers with a win tonight, they got to 6-2. So we could see a 3-way tie at the top of the leaderboard tonight after this plays out. Again, folks, don't go anywhere. We will have the live standings for you at the end of the stream. We have one more game after this. DK at Peach. That is going to get in the outfield, and Mario will get to third. That one deep there, a slow roller to the wall. And now runners on the corners with Yellow Toad. Yellow Toad in here for Mario. Yellow Toad is a great hitter. 16 hits on the year coming into the game. One of the better, 571. This is a big spot. 0-1, the splitter now is swung on, and it will get down, but Mario does not go. Mario does not go. Played a little conservative there. Wasn't sure if that was going to get down. That is it for Wario. Wario had a little stint there. Going to go to Toadsworth. Toadsworth does not last very long. He only averages about an inning pitched, and he has allowed 7 in 4 2/3. That's good for a 10-4 ERA. It's not good. That's grabbed though by Firehammer Bro, and a double play will get him out of the inning. Toadsworth finds a way, thanks to the assist from his teammate, to get him out of the inning. Huge for them there, and they keep the lead at 3-2. We're headed into the 6th. It's a tight one again here in the Triple SL. But yes, folks, we'll have the live standings for you after this game. Take a look at what comes up in Week 9 as we get closer to the trade deadline. Single for Toadsworth to start the inning. Again, he started, this is the first time he has batted first for this team this season, and he's worked it out. 2 hits for him. Not bad at all. Yellow Toad now. He's going to get aboard. And that's getting in the gap. That's going to be an extra base for Toadsworth. And they got runners on the corners with nobody out. And now Mario's got to be concerned. They need to try and stay in it. This is not the direction you want to go in. Andrew has stayed in there. He started the game and has been doing not bad, but that's going to be another one. Toadsworth's getting home 4-2. 4-2. It's been not a bad stint from Andrew, and he has a 5.69 ERA coming into the game, but this might be it for him. I think you may have to get him out of there. He's going to stay in, and what have I said tonight, folks? Some people have stayed in for one at-bat too late. It loads the bases as Wario gets what is likely his 24th or 25th hit of the year. He's still leading the league. Mario's going in. Andrew will finish having allowed 4 runs in 5 innings, about where his ERA is. This is a bases loaded jam with nobody out. It is in the gap, 5-2. 5-2, nobody out. This could spell disaster for the Mario Fireballs. They are at threat of dropping to 5-3. They lost the Berto Bows in a blowout last night, and will they not have the gas here to recover from it? This is certainly concerning. Yellow Magic Koopa hit the home run. There's a boo item. It gets down. Pianta's going home. Wario's looking for home. Parker's caught in between the bases. Throw to second. He's safe. 2 get in. Thanks to Yellow Magic Koopa, who had a home run himself earlier. Bit of a strange base running there from Wario, can't lie, from everybody. But hey, they get it home, and it's 6-2. 7-2, rather. That's right. They added an extra one there at the beginning of the inning. Firehammer Bro to close this game out. It is gone. 3-run shot. His 6th of the year. And this could be out of reach again for the Mario Fireballs. Put it over the plate, and he was ready for it. 10-2. 10-2 there. What an at-bat. What an inning. And there's still nobody out. Finally, Red Noki says, I'll add an out. It's only fair. Now here's Blue Noki. But they're going to get back to the top of the order here. They're going to bat around the order here in the 6th. Blue Noki will ground it out. Toadsworth's 2 for 3, I believe. What an inning for the Wario Muscles. Up just 3-2, and look at Toadsworth, baby. What a game from Toadsworth. Papa Toad is showing them how it's done, showing the youngsters how to do it. 2 outs here for Yellow Toad. You must get out of this inning. It's already just blown to pieces, and he's going to blow this ball to pieces. Deep to left center. It's grabbed. Red Bee finally ends it, but they fucked this inning up, to say the least. The Mario Fireballs were within 1 run to start the inning, but now they are outside of closing distance. Now look, I said this last night against the Berto Bows. They can do it. They have put up 13 runs in an inning. They put up big spots, but they need to do it right now here in the bottom of the 6th. Toadsworth's a good pitcher to do it against, folks. He's got a slow pitch. He's not going to stay in here very long. But it can be tricky for people that are not used to it. But the Toad, the Red Toad, has got it red. And so he will get aboard with nobody out for Andrew. Again, Andrew's steady, batting around 400. Strike 1 called, and it's so annoying. You just don't know where these balls are going to end up by the time they get to the plate. That one's called a ball. It was close, 1-1. The 1-1 is swung on the ground. That is not what you want. 4-6-3 will make it 2 out. That is brutal, to say the least, for Andrew. And the Mario Fireballs, they are only going to have 1 more shot at this. And Red Pianta does not pick his pitch well. Toadsworth, golly gee willikers. He's got 3 hits, and he might be able to get them out of this one. They have 1 inning to go and another chance to add some more onto it. The Wario Muscles are on the way to improving to 7-1 and being the first team in the league with 7 wins. And that one is going to allow Pianta to get to second, start off the inning with a double. Yellow Pianta has been so good for this team, batting .563 coming in, 10 RBI, And it continues really well. And speaking of batting well, oh man, Wario. Oh, but there's the error. The error, somehow when he still doesn't hit well, he gets on base. The error will put Wario aboard. And this is now just a mess for the Fireballs. Strike one on Parker, but you have nobody out again. You cannot find a way to get out of it. This will be a 4-6-3, but it will get Pianta home to make it 11-2. Yellow Magic Koopa had a homer earlier, and he's going to have another single. Great night for Yellow Magic Koopa. Bad at the mound, but much better on the plate. This is going to get down 4-3. The Mario Fireballs are in another dire position. They were the team putting other teams in dire positions, but now, once again, they find themselves at the bottom of the mountain, and they have to climb it with only 3 outs to spare. It's Blue Toad. Toadsworth could find a way to maybe get him out of this. It's an out. Parker gets there in time. I thought that one was going to get down. That's the first out. Toadsworth is going to find a way to put on a big performance to get him out of this game, potentially. Let's see if he stays in. Blue Pianta does hit it over Firehammer Bro's head, but it's 1 out. They've been able to pull a lot of double plays. Will this be the end of it? I don't know. Mario had a big drive earlier. He really needs to find something here. Contact hit. Over the head of Yellow Magic Koopa, 2 aboard. Big one there for the Mario. Big one for the captain. Now you have Yellow Pianta. Good power hitter. You have to go power here. I know his pitches are slow. This is a big drive. Will it get down? No, it's down. It's down, but Mario's out at second. It gets down, but Mario's out at second. Thought about, didn't know if that was going to get down. It did, but he still got caught out, and they're down to their last out. Yellow Toad takes strike 1. The Mario Fireballs are in threat of losing 2 in a row and going to 5-3 in the middle of the order. That gets down. Blue Pianta gets home. The inning will continue. That's a double for Yellow Toad. And now Pianta's going home, but he gets caught. He gets caught at third. He's caught at third, caught in between the bases, and that's the ball game. Not like it was going to be crazy anywhere or anyway, but man, oh man, do they get it there. The Wario Muscles with an amazing stretch. Some home runs, some great hitting, and it's 11-3, your final score here in our 5th game of the night. The Wario Muscles are 7-1, and the Mario Fireballs, they're just 5-3. Well, folks, with 1 game to go, I think I did clip the 6th, by the way, Parker. I have to go back and look. I haven't posted too many tonight, but I'll try to get them around tomorrow. Wouldn't be bad to have some content through the week, so I might leak those. Normally, I live tweet them or I live send them on TikTok, but I might put them in throughout the week. But big. Very big win for the Wario Muscles. They put up a statement. Like I said, they've only had a couple games where they put above 7 runs, and this is their 4th game doing so, and that's what got them the win. They needed to do it, and they did it. And meanwhile, what the hell's happened to the Mario Fireballs? They used to be firing on all cylinders, and even the games where they weren't doing that, they still got the job done in like 7-6, 8-7 type games, but not the same team. They have lost 2 in a row to some of the best teams in the league. They may get a reprieve next week. We'll take a look at the schedule after the last game, and maybe we'll see that they have an easier matchup, but easier is all relative, folks. Things are getting tight on this standing board. We got 1 more game. The DK Wilds and the Peach Monarchs. We're at the Garden. We'll finish that one out and take a look at next week when we come back. Welcome back. One more game tonight here in the SSSL. Thanks, everybody. Daniel, Parker, Caden, Joe. I saw Matt Kiefer in there earlier. Sean, I want to say thank you to everybody who showed up. Green Bay Peyton earlier. Dave, Eli. That's everybody who showed up. St. Matrick for a little bit. Everybody that showed up tonight. Kevin Wagner as well. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your support, and I appreciate everything you've been doing to help grow the league. And I hope you give us a follow if you have not already on Twitch at Alec Rome Games, on my YouTube, Alec Rome, subscribe there, and following us on TikTok mainly. That's a brand specific or our league specific account. It's not a brand, it's a league, at Super Sluggers. That's where you can find some more updates and highlights from the games. This is our last game when it's between two teams that, look, I know, a game between 1-6 teams can be like, who gives a shit? Well, it matters. You can see how one game, you string that on top of another one, and all of a sudden a couple games, and we've seen some teams go from the bottom to very much in contention. And so every game matters, and so these two teams are going to want to get that step up on the other one. DK Wilds finally broke through and got a big convincing victory over the Diddy Monkeys. You feel like they should have been in the 3-5 record spot, maybe even 4-4. That's not the truth, though, unfortunately. But I think that they have the firepower and ability to do it. 1 second. Hold on. Here you go. You want your bone? Here you go. Here's your bone. Here's your bone. Sorry. Gary Dog is getting a little impatient with me right now. There you go. There you go. Take it. Good boy. There you go. Good job. Chew on it. Or not. There you go. There he's going. Perfect. Meanwhile, the Peach Monarchs, folks, like I said, the DK Wilds are kind of built for this, but the Peach Monarchs, they have not been able to show that they can put up the runs. They do have a couple pieces like Blue Critter and Blue Pianta, but they've been underperforming. And when they can't carry, and you don't have anybody that can really drive the runs home, you have the dry bones that can get on base a lot, but you don't have anybody that can actually get them home. And I think that is the big point of concern. Then you don't have quite the pitching you would like to see, but they're going to try with Jeff again on the mound to see if that will allow them to get across. And he had a good effort until the very end of the game versus Birdo. He was pitching 5 scoreless innings. You might as well try it again. You have to throw something at the wall. They only have a couple more games. I'm surprised. I'm interested to see if they make any moves before the trade deadline, but they need a win, and they need it badly. So do the DK Wilds, and here's their lineup. It's not any different from last night. Standalone Gold, welcome in. Thanks for the little dinosaur guys in there. Maybe those are Gators. Out of the way. Thank you for those. And welcome in. Not any different for them. DK is pitching again tonight. I don't know how DK did last night. I mean, hey, you held the Diddy Monkeys to 3, so he probably started not too bad. But as far as how long he lasted last night, I'll have to check that. But again, the rest of the order has pretty much been the same. This is a formula that they've been trying to stick to, and finally, Peter and his team broke through with some talking and all that and got through it. Hey, actually, DK was part of our honorable mentions. He had 6 1/3 and only allowed 3. That was a breakthrough performance when it comes to Donkey Kong pitching. He's had some rough outings. I mean, he had one where he only got through 1/3 and allowed 3. So yeah, it was surprising to say the least that he broke through. But hey, that is something. They needed that kind of performance from him badly, and they got it. Rest of the order is the same. Will be interesting to see if any of the pieces will continue to perform. But like I said, keep what they did last night, and they're going to be doing just fine. Meanwhile, for the Peach Monarchs, nothing changing here besides Jeff and Blue Critter to short. I think Blue Critter to short is a good spot for Blue Critter. I do think the Paraguma might need to be moved, but again, really, when you consider where do you move him? I really don't know. I think Baby Peach might need to be going to center to get the complete outfield, but they're in the Garden again, folks, and this is the polo grounds of the league. It's a lot harder to hit homers here. It's going to be neutralizing a little bit, but at the same time, you need the speed in the outfield, and I'm just wondering, like I said, what do you move? What do you fix from this? And I think that's why it's just kind of set it and hope right now for the Peach Monarchs rather than making a change, but they may need to. You're just hoping that your pieces find a way to get it together. Blue Pianta in the 4 and Blue Critter in the 6th. They need to drive home runs tonight. That is for sure. Folks, it's nighttime in the Garden. It's the first time we're in the Garden at night. So it's going to look a little different. I'm excited for this, and I hope you are too. Final game of the night here in Week 8 of the SSSL. Stick around before we go. Don't go away. You can get the live standings. We're going to talk about next week's games. Estimated game is going to be Thursday. We're going to do another split week probably for week number 9. And we will get towards the trade deadline. Likely falling, week 11 is going to fall the trade deadline right around May 16th, folks. May 16th. But next week, May 9th, 6:30, probably expect a game day. 3 games on docket for you then. This is the last one of the night, and this is how we get started with the DK Wilds batting first. And Teal Yoshi, who's had a real comeback season, has been batting really well since starting 0 for 10, is starting us off. Swing, and look at that. It's not going to change. Oh, I thought that was down, but it did get out. Unfortunate for Teal Yoshi there. But all things considered, he's batting .393 after starting off batting .000. So, hey, not bad. Again, a little bit darker in here. It's just a different environment. We got some stars out there. Just a completely different vibe in here from previous nights. And, hey, Baby DK will get aboard. And I don't know if anybody would have expected how successful Baby DK has been. 15 for 28, batting .536, but there's a 5.43. Call that the end of that section. Nice job by the Monarchs to keep it locked in. Gets one out of the way. Here's the Monarchs in the bottom of the first here with the Dry Bones that are always getting on base. Like I've said, folks, they are some of the best in the league when it comes to getting on base. Combined, they have 33 hits coming into this game out of the team's 84. There's one. Green Dry Bones will get aboard. So we had one out there. Green Dry Bones is able to get aboard, and now the regular Dry Bones will try to follow it up. And they have a lot this season. Donkey Kong across the plate for a strike. Said 6 1/3, really impressive outing from him. And here's regular Dry Bones. This is deep. You can slide around here. This could get dangerous. And Baby DK's got it, though, for the second out. Nice job. Great effort from him to keep balanced. Here's Blue Pianta. And, folks, my criticism of Blue Pianta has not been withheld. 455 coming in. That's a nice hit, though. That'll get the inning and keep the inning alive. But he's underperforming when it comes to other Piantas in the league. I know he's 11 for now 23. But what we were looking for from him was homers, and he only has one. I really think that he needed to be a bigger piece, and they expected him to be a bigger piece of this team. The barrel pitch here on the 0-1 is on the ground. That will be an out. The 1-3 will end the inning. Unfortunate swing there. Paraguma not able to help out the cause. He's only batting .333, and we are scoreless through 1 here. Top of the second for Peter. Here in our final game of the night. 321 coming into this one for the Mees. Again, this is, it's hard to really judge. The Mees bat around the same. Some are a little bit better than others. This is 0-2. This is me-on-me violence. The 0-2 is swung on, and that's going to be a 4-3 as well. Oh, no, that's a foul ball gets the error right in time. I didn't think it would get to Blue Pianta. So an error, unfortunately, that's on Blue Pianta, not on Paragumba, who had a nice throw. And so there's still nobody out. I'm very surprised by that. I thought he'd be okay. And now Yellow Magic Koopa will get this one down in the left field off the hands of Yoshi. That's going to be extra bases. That might be an error as well. And he's frozen. Watch out. It could be the second. It could be another. Inside the Parker, we had one at the Jungle, I think 2 days ago, and that is an absolute mess. Couldn't grab it, gets frozen, and that's 1-0. Absolute mess of a situation there in left field by Pink Yoshi, and Yellow Magic Koopa is going to get the third. Might call that a triple. Scorer's discretion there, but gets one home. Boo here on the 0-1. Boo is 15 for 27, a very consistent hitter. Now finally redeeming themselves as Pink Yoshi. Getting that one luckily, but now Yoshiga again could get another one home and get this to be 2-0 early. Most of the games here have been low scoring. Not above 8 runs. On the ground, Blue Critter going to get the player at home. Gets him at first, now at third. Pickle at the plate. Safe at the plate. gets the one at the plate after going back and forth. A lot of times the close play tends to favor the team on offense. So 2-0 here with 2 out, and Donkey Kong has a deep drive. Not in this stadium will it be a home run. It will be an out. Completely different, and neutralizes a lot of the threat that Donkey Kong has, folks. 2-0 here. DK Wilds take the early lead. Bottom of the second for Blue Critter. Strike one on him. Barrel pitch. Strike two. And they go back to the well here, trying to get him struck out. The 0-2 is swung on, and it's going to be just foul. Just foul for him. Barrel pitch on the 0-2. Swung on. It's deep to center field, but baby DK is there, but he's frozen. And it gets down in time, luckily for a single. That'll be a single. That was a crazy little section there as well. So Blue Critter is aboard. Now with Jeff up. Jeff hoping. They really need to find a win, man. He's 6 for 22, and this is going to help out. It's going to get down. Now the lights are off. They hit the star in the corner. Jeff is going to get the second. Blue Critter's getting home for sure, and it's going to be 2-1. Jeff with a big triple hitting the star. That's a brand new feature of a stadium we've never seen before. It turned off the lights, and that really allowed Blue Critter to get around to home, and Jeff has a triple, his first of the year. What a big hit by Jeff. That's a big, big clutch hit. And now you have Peach up, who could potentially use a star hit and get Jeff home, tie the game. Again, bottom of the second, 2-1. Nobody out, by the way. Nobody. Oh, 2. Not trying to play a hey batter, but grabbed by Yellow Magic Koopa for the first. Good boy. Good boy. You want a little baby chip? You want a little chip? Gary's going to get a little piece of tortilla. Folks, interesting spot here. Peach has an opportunity to take over the game here or have a shot to tie it over the head of Baby Peach, and it's a tie game. And they're still screwing around with it. This outfield is struggling a little bit right now for the DK Wilds. Baby Peach with an RBI just over the head. Daniel, thank you so much for your comment. Merci beaucoup. Very, very nice of you to say that. Turn. Oh, try for the double play. 2 out. Thank you so much, by the way, Daniel, for sticking around all night long. Really appreciate you, and I'm glad you enjoy the content, man. So, Yellow Shy Guy with a nice grab. That'll be 2-2. Bottom of the second, 2 out. Not a lot of twos going on right now, but hey. This guy knows how to hit a couple bases. There is some ice there. Will Baby DK get out of it? He won't. It's over his head. Baby Peach is going to get in. They win. Or they're going to get ahead here on the road to winning. Baby Peach gets home. They take the lead 3-2. Gary wants some more chips. What a hit there. It was deep enough, and luckily, I know it's not home run territory, but those big icicles, those clutch ices, can help big time. And now, how about another one? That's getting in the gap. This outfield is struggling with the ice, and the regular Dry Bones takes home his teammate who just got the triple, and it's 4-2. The Monarchs are finding scoring a lot more than we've seen them do. And now you have a threat. He still could be a threat. He's been dormant. And now Blue Pianta is going to add to it. Maybe it gets down. 2 on with 2 out. But this gentleman can be a bit of an inning killer. Paragoomba. He tends to ground out a lot and has only had 7 hits. And he will kill the inning. But it's still a 4-run inning. Nicely done by the Peach Monarchs to take the lead 4-2. This is going to be a close one. The DK Wilds can respond, though. They have a good section to respond, but I just wonder if this is just not their ballpark. They might not be used to this. Their home runs are neutralized, and they're having a hard time defensively, and now 0-2 on Brown Critter. Here's the pitch. Inside, it swung on, got down. Nice hit to get Brown Critter aboard. So now you have Teal Yoshi up. Had a close shot at a big hit earlier. 0-1 on him. On the ground. How about a 6-4-3? You bet. Six, 4-3. We'll make it 2 outs here. DK Wilds needs something. That's going to help if that gets down because the boo item could really cause an issue. Baby DK at second. Baby DK at third. The boo item, will he get home? He won't. That's a triple. This ballpark turns singles into doubles and doubles into triples. Now here's Yellow Yoshi. Again, massive spot here. You'd love to be able to get this to a 1-run game with a single. It's in the gap. Yellow Yoshi will make it a 1-run game. And he'll have a double to suit. This ballpark does this. What a hit. It's just out of the reach of Blue Critter. And hold their phones. Hold the horses. Hold everything you got. Hold all tickets. Because we got a game here. Peter. We still have 2 out, though. But it is a 1-run game. And like I said, in the context of knowing both these teams, Peter's going to get on. And the error item is going to get Yellow Yoshi home. Tie game. Tie game at 4. Peter with the single. And the Powerball error item gets Yellow Yoshi home. And good reaction by Yellow Yoshi to turn around when that happened. 4-4. It is 4-4 in the Garden at nighttime, real early, between 2 teams looking to get their second win of the season and get back, at least in sniffing the conversation for the playoffs, deep to right field. Baby Peach is there. That will end the inning. In a lot of ballparks, that would have been a homer, but not this one. It's 4-4 after 2.5. You really wonder when we will ever see somebody hit a homer in this ballpark. It's going to happen. You have to think it's going to happen. But with Peach only playing, 11 games here, we don't have a ton of opportunities. You have to think it's got to happen once. Somebody's got to hit a bomb. Blue Critter, this is a good one, but it's not good enough. Deep to right field for an out. It's possible, folks. We know it's possible. It's been done before, but it just hasn't been done in the SSSL. That's a nice single for Jeff. Oh, no, he got caught at first. What a throw by Yellow Yoshi. Look at that guy. He is on something right now, Yellow Yoshi, with a moon throw that got Jeff, and now that's a quick 3. What a way to end that. Yellow Yoshi catches Jeff at first. He was not fast enough, and we are still tied at 4. Another close game. A little bit low scoring, but there's still plenty of time to crack it open. Top of the 4th for Boo. Again, folks, don't go anywhere at the end of the game. We will have live standings. We'll take a look at next week, talk about it for a few minutes, and we'll send you on your way. I have not been spoiled yet. There's a lot of sports I need to catch up on, too. So, again, the people who've stuck around, I really appreciate you sticking around with us tonight. Single for Yellow Shy Guy. Now here's DK. 4-4 game, 1 out. Again, his hitting power is a bit neutralized because the fence is so deep. That's foul. He's down 0-2 to Jeff here. Jeff has put in a not bad performance considering the context of the game. Contact hit will get down. 1 out here with 2 on. Brown Critter. As far as this team goes, I mean, this team can hit home runs. They have 10 on the year, but you're just not going to get it in this ballpark without a real bomb. This could be a real bomb. Boy, that's as deep of a ball as we've ever seen here, but it's still caught. Still caught by Pink Yoshi. What a hustle. What a hustle by Pink Yoshi. Joe says, God bless Baseball Island. You're damn right, my friend, and God bless the SSSL. This is some sort of game we got going on here. 4-4, top of the 4th, 2 out. Teal Yoshi, sliding grab, got him at first base for the 5-3. End of that section. 4-4. Nobody scores there for the DK Wilds, but damn, did they give it a try. Pink Yoshi with a clutch grab in left field. That was almost near the wall. That's the deepest ball we have seen in this ballpark, I swear to God. Baby Peach and Yellow Yoshi on the other end. man, they're killing it. The defenses are showing out. You have to play good defense here because you know what happens. Doubles turn into triples, and you get what happened already. So the defense, and especially the outfield, is so critical when you play at this ballpark. Over the head of Yellow Magic Koopa, so Pink Yoshi gets the board. That will be it for Donkey Kong. It's a fine effort. I don't think you're really going to remember it at the end of the season, but hey, it did what it needed to do. We're in an even game. You get Boo in there, and maybe Boo can get you home with a win. The 1-0 for Boo. They have swung on green dry bones. Watch out for the ice. Baby DK's been iced before, but he's going to get that one. 2 out. Going to get that one. I said it feels like this is going to be another one of those games. The Peach Monarchs walked it off against the Bowser Monsters to win their first game here. And basically what was kind of a sac fly that ended up being a single anyway. That's the 3rd out. Baby DK stranded out there solo. Still gets it done. We are tied at 4. But you just have a feeling, like I said, the Peach Monarchs need to play here because this sort of style benefits their team. They really cannot score at the level they need to, but when you play here and you play a team like DK that you neutralize that home run threat, this is really big for them. So they need to keep winning at home. They almost beat the Birdo Bows at home as well, but they've struggled a little bit here and there. I think Waluigi came in here and beat them a couple weeks back. The 0-1 on Yellow Yoshi. This is a big drive as well. It's going to be in the gap. Peach has got to be the one to get it. She does. 2 out. But yeah, going back, I mean, yeah, Waluigi came in here last week and won 5-2, so that was a bit surprising. But again, that's the type of game that happens here. You're not going to score a bunch. The Birdo Bows, I think they only scored 8, and that was right at the end, 8-1, game week 3. 2 out here for Yellow Magic Koopa with Peter on first. 4-4 game, top of the 5th. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Jeff has had a nice performance. Like I said, he can be a bit streaky, but this is a good section. Blue Critter and his defense is helping him out here. That is for sure. And Jeff is through 5. Still staying in there, still hanging on. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Can we break the deadlock? Here is Blue Pianta. Like I said, only 1 home run on the year. Very rare to get in this ballpark, but that's a nice way to start it off. Good single. Paragoomba, as I have graciously called Paragoomba an inning killer, he's an inning extender with a nice single straight up the gap on second base. Nice job by Paragoomba. And he might be a game saver because he gets Blue Critter aboard who had a big hit earlier. Blue Critter's got the deep ball potential. This is going to be a ball that gets in the gap. This is surely going to get Blue Pianta home. They're going to take the lead. They can't get to this one. Start turning the bases because you know they're getting home. It's 6-4 as Paragoomba gets home. An easy triple once it got in the gap. A huge hit by Blue Critter to bring 2 home. Triple. And the Peach Monarchs could be on their way to winning at home here. Look at that. Blue Critter, big triple. That triples happened in the stadium in the gap, and they weren't going to get to that one. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. This is the same sort of similar inning that they had earlier to score 4. It could happen exact same way. It's a line out. That'll be 1. Now you bring back up Peach. Peach has, as I've said before, been a bit pitiful as there. But Blue Critter, oh, he's caught out of position. Not going to get him in time, though. But he's going to try and steal home on a bunt here to get it 7-4. I like the idea. Peach is going to bunt here. Squeeze bunt. It doesn't matter. Gets home in time. Oh, man. Tagged out Peach. Almost got the play at home. But it does work out. Blue Critter gets home, and it's 7-4. The bunts really executed well by some of these teams this year. Line out, though, to center. That will end the inning. They get 3 more to add on to it. They break the deadlock here in the bottom of the 5th. The Monarchs have a nice lead, and it really does feel huge when we've only seen 8 runs before it. But you never know. This DK Wilds team can do the same thing, get these balls in the gap. That's going to be a nice way to start it. Gets down for Boo with a leadoff single. In the top of the 6th, they only have a couple more tries. Jeff has had a good stint on the mound. When you consider, where we are in the game, he's getting tired. You might have to pull him. You'll still have Peach. And this is the type of distance. Peach is more of a closer, I would say, than somebody that's going to carry you 5 innings. Deep water here. It's out. Peach is not going to carry you 5 innings. She is going to get you a couple, but she can get tired quick. Here is Donkey Kong with 1 on, 1 out. Really looking to drive this one deep to try and get Boo home and make it a 2-run game or better. And that's a good way to do it. It's going to get in the gap. Boo's going to have a chance, easily going to get home. We know what this ballpark does. Boo is getting home, and this is a 2-run game with a triple for Donkey Kong. A double turns into a triple in the garden, and that's a nice hit. Boo gets home, 2-run game. They are the away team. They're batting away thanks to the coin flip, so they need some help. They need to stack on some runs. That is it for Jeff. 5 runs allowed through, I think, 5 1/3. It really is not too bad for him. It was what they needed. Now you got to have Peach close. Brown Critter. This is getting into foul territory, and there's a lot of space over there. Grabbed by Pink Yoshi for the second. Very rare that we see a foul ball get caught out, but there's so much room in this stadium that it happens. And now Teal Yoshi, that's the third. That's the third. They allow 1. It's a 7-5 game. Can they get anything extra to try and preserve this lead? It's a close one here between 2 teams looking for their second win. Somebody's going to improve to 2-6 and get a little bit closer to getting in the conversation. That's all this is about. This game, each game matters. When you're playing a similar opponent, all you're looking for is that one first step. We've seen a few teams this season already take that step that was so necessary. And you have teams like the Yoshi Eggs that won 3 in a row. Well, Waluigi Spitballs won 3 out of 4 going into, tonight. They won 3 in a row and then lost. But you got teams that are on hot streaks. And there is Green Dry Bones. And Teal Yoshi with an error off of the glass. All the shards of ice in his face. Going for a 3 at the third base plate is safe. Third base safe. That's a triple. Might have been partially an error thanks to the bobble. Oh, 1 here. Dry Bones. Can he get his partner home? You betcha. Green Dry Bones is going to get home, and watch out for this one. 8-5. This is going to be a triple too. It gets in the gap again. What a mess this can be if you don't get to the ball, and the DK Wilds have just not adjusted to this. In the gap. Baby DK cannot get to that. I don't think it's any fault of theirs by necessarily. It's not like that's the outfield you need to go with, but it's just a mess when you consider that they haven't played here before. It's the only time they have to play here, though. Luckily, they'll be at home next time in the second half of the season. 8-5, make it 9-5. That's getting down, and oh my God, baby DK, can you help me out? Can you help a brother out here? They're trying to stay in the game. You only have 1 more inning, and you let up another one out there. That is a double. 9-5. Bottom of the 6th. Peach Monarchs are on their way to getting their second win. It'll be their second home win as well. Paragoomba grabbed, and that'll be the double play that ends it. Guess who's the inning killer? It's Paragoomba. But hey, that's quite all right. They were able to get a lot there. 2 more added on. Make it 9-5. It's a 4-run game. And there is just not a lot of time for the DK Wilds. They need to turn it on right now. They don't have an amazing part of the lineup, but Yellow Yoshi's been turning in some hits. So is Baby DK. You need everybody to participate here and get them in the gap. That's a nice hit. That's definitely in the gap. That's easily a double. It could be a triple as well as Baby Peach gets knocked down. Jeff's got to run to that one. That's exactly how you needed to start the game. Start this last inning with a double. Nice hit in the gap. Now Yellow Yoshi. Nobody out here. They need 4. Lined out. Double play. They're down to the last out. That's not how you wanted it to go. Needed to be more conservative was Baby DK. Now they're down to Peter, the last hope. On the ground. Past Paragoomba. It stays alive for now. Need a lot more to go right. Yellow Magic Koopa's been not too bad. You're going to need some balls in the gap again. Got to be selective. Not too selective, though. You don't have a lot of time. 1-1 here on Yellow Magic Koopa. Peach Monarchs looking to go to 2-6, their second win in a row. No. Peach Monarchs looking for their second win of the season, rather, not in a row. The DK Wilds were looking for their second in a row, but they're down right now. But hey, you never know. You have 2 on, you need another one out in the outfield, and that's not going to be it. Ball game over. Boo lines out to short, and the Peach Monarchs win again at home, and they get to 2-6. The DK Wilds, you thought after last week's performance that they might be on a winning ways, but I honestly will chalk this one up to not having the advantage of being at home. Home field advantage definitely worked out for the Peach Monarchs. It's 9-5. Well, what a performance there from the Peach Monarchs. Perfect game for them. They found the hitting they needed, and I think the ballpark and home field advantage definitely helped their efforts tonight, but a win is a win. And now, after we put in that last game, folks, let's take a look at the standings before we send you off on your way here on a beautiful Saturday night. There's plenty of stuff to go watch. I know you got to catch up. I have stuff to catch up on. Before we do, here are the standings. After that, the Warrior Muscles are back in the number 1 spot. They stay in the number 1 spot after a nice win. But, man, the Birdo Bows are hot on their heels. Three-run difference in the run differential. The Birdo Bows are 6-2. And I'm interested to see. I don't know if those two teams have played yet. That's going to be a critical one to see who takes the top spot. Daisy Flowers are in 3rd place at 6-2. They do not have the tiebreaker in run differential or head-to-head. They lost some of the big ones later, but they're still firmly in the conversation. They're just going to have a little bit of a tough time trying to steal that first-round bye spot away. They're going to need to keep winning. Mario Fireballs have dropped 2 in a row. They dropped to 5-3. They're the only 5-3 team, so they have that benefit, but they still need to keep an eye out as they're going to have 3 teams at 4-4 on their heels. Luigi Knights have scored 41 and allowed 41. They have a 0-run differential, and the Diddy Monkeys are not far behind them at -1. They're both 4-4. Don't think those teams have played yet either. That's going to be interesting. The Diddy Monkeys and the Bowser Jr. Rookies have played, but because it's the 3-way, the Diddy Monkeys do have the run differential better, but Bowser Jr. is still in the conversation. They put together a couple nice wins. 4 in a row. 4 in a row. The Bowser Monsters have lost. They drop to 3-5. I do believe they did beat the Yoshi Eggs earlier this season, and they have the run differential win anyway, but that's rough. You have the Waluigi Spitballs at 3-5, still in the conversation, but man, now look at that. You got 6 teams, all within a game of each other pretty much. That is going to make things really interesting. Peach Monarchs are on the outside of that stretch there. They're 2-6 with that nice win, but they still have a lot of work to do, and it's going to be hard to get into the playoff conversation. You're going to need to string together wins as we head into the month of May, or as we head further into May and into the month of June. We're looking at they're going to need to keep winning all the way down towards game week 17, 18, 19 if they want to have a shot. DK Wilds, man, unfortunately, 1 win was not enough to give them any momentum. I'm going to hit the pause button on hey, this is not going to happen. But it doesn't help. But we know that they don't like the Garden. And we'll see where they go next week. Let's take a look at where we are next Thursday when we're back here in the SSSL with game week number 9. Got some interesting ones. Luigi Knights could take a huge step at getting one over on the Daisy Flowers. The Daisy Flowers did lose at home for the first time, but it's not a normal thing, and they're going to have a tough one there. I expect the Flowers to do really well there. The Birdo Bows at 6-2. They could be a team that gives up a win to the DK Wilds, but who knows? They're at the Jungle in game day number 9. Bowser Monsters and the Mario Fireballs face off at Mario Stadium. Who knows what that game's going to bring, folks? The Mario Fireballs lose tonight. The Bowser Monsters are losing. I have no idea what to expect for that one. It just depends on what team shows up. Waluigi Spitballs are looking to get one over on the Bowser Jr. Rookies. That's a key matchup, especially when we're talking about all those teams bunched in together. They would love to get one back. Wario Muscles and the Diddy Monkeys. Another key matchup there. The Diddy Monkeys are playing the Wario Muscles at home, so 2 games in the jungle next game day. And then finally, the Yoshi Eggs and the Peach Monarchs. That's a great game for the Peach Monarchs to keep going as well. And the Yoshi Eggs have won 3 in a row. They play at home and could make it 4 in a row. They just won a 3-0 game at home 2 days ago, or 2 game days ago. That's a good one for them. Those are your 6 matchups, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I want to thank everybody who chatted tonight. Daniel, Joe, Parker, Standalone Gold, Green Bay Peyton. If you hung around and you watched this all the way to the end, God bless you, man. You are the best. I do not discount how important that is, and I appreciate that you like this, that you enjoy this. Thank you, everybody. Caden, thank you so much. Congrats on a 4-3 win tonight. Congrats to all the people that won. It'll be an interesting ride. We're getting closer to the trade deadline. It's the month of May. It's baseball here in Baseball Kingdom. I'm Alec Rome, your announcer, as always, saying thank you so much for watching and joining me. Be kind to one another, and we will see you next time.